Holy shit. Holy shit. Wait, is that true? That can't be true. That can't be true. Shut up. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. No way. Yeah, you're messing with me. You're messing with me. There's no way Ralph Amell put a ring on Scarlett Hampton. What? You're playing with me. You're messing with me. You're like, oh, this guy looks like a sucker. He'll believe anything we say. It's like a teleprompter for Anchorman, Ron Burgundy. He sees it, he's going to read it, and he's going to believe it. All right, all right, so if I go to X right now, and I go to the kill... actually, he's on Rumble, right? He's on Rumble. Let's just go to Rumble real fast. Hold on here. Shut up, dude. There's no way. There's no way. Man, this is gonna be like old times. I'm actually gonna tune into the kill stream. Nuh-uh. Shut up. This can't be true, dude. Okay, kill stream. Okay. Oh well, I spelled it right. I don't know why I put 2 K's in there. I don't know. 4 days ago. Let's go live right now. Okay, let's go to it right now. Is he live right now? He's not live. Wait. Is he live right now? Oh, well, he was. No, he did not put a ring on it. No, he did not. No, he didn't. Shut up.
An airport lounge and needed to sleep it off. Round the clock coverage starts at 8 p.m. EST. Ass, titties, ass and titties.
Wait. Let me just go to his timeline on Twitter, because if he actually did, it would be posted there. Shut up. Shut up. That... You guys are messing with me, man. You want to believe? I want to believe. I want to believe that's true. Oh my God. Doesn't she have to be a baby mama first before he marries her? He's breaking the rules, man. That's the Ralph Amell can make his own rules. Natural Born Thrillers. I mean, okay, let's just put this up on the screen. This really kind of threw my show notes, but that's okay. I don't even know why I try to be professional over here. Well, that's him. See, that's the mugshot he should have had from the beginning. That's just funny. Okay, no way.
Pray 5 times a day. So many.
I'm not listening to the music.
Felonies.
Let me. It's just a pre-show, right? Okay. So hold on here. I'm gonna let that play in the background, and we're gonna see what happens with that. I mean, all we have here is a screenshot like this. Okay. Okay. No. They're not married. They're not married. You got me. You got me, guys. You got me. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. But that would be wild. You know what? Now I actually want to take a look at her timeline, see if there's anything new going on. Wow. I mean, this stuff is moving very fast. I mean, right when I ended my stream, there's a video, a Mersh video that has like the audio of Scarlett Hampton actually being the one who reported Ralph to the police. But like, I thought she said she wasn't the one. Oh, she lied. Oh, well, who's surprised by that? Gee, I wonder why she lied. Was she afraid to say she called the police right in front of Ralph when Ralph is like, next to her? Probably. For reasons. I wonder what those reasons could be. Has she seen I'm sure she's seen the ugly side of Ralph. What happens when he goes full on gunt mode. For sure. All right. So I'm on her timeline. That's a spicy image right there. This is what I see here. Okay, guys, we're going here live right now. I'm not going to scroll up because that's where she has a nipple showing. So not tonight. Okay. I don't see anything about a ring. Okay. So, like I said, I guess we'll keep this in the background and see what happens with this. Okay,
guys, I will play your song. I'll play, what is it? King of the Twitter algorithm. I'll play that. We'll play Smurf King when we get on. And
okay, right now he's just talking about the music. Let's play. Okay, not very cool. Okay, so yeah. First off, though, hold on here. Hold on. There's another thing I need to talk about. Okay, I look, man, you got Ralph on my mind right here, but you got to join the Discord. Okay, why? So you can see Blackface Dead Man, dude. Blackface Dead. Now, is this Blackface Dead Man, or does this even count as black? I don't know if it's dark enough to be black. Got to ask Mooncakes about that, if she feels it's black. Almost looks Indian in a way, like very dark Indian. No, I don't have enough money for Mooncakes. I sent her 20. Man, dude, that's not even a drop in the bucket what she receives, man. That's why, like, at the end of the day, just keep in mind, it's just a streamer chick who gets a lot of money elsewhere. Okay, that's all that is. That's all that is. Yeah. Punjabi. Yeah. Mr. Poon Man. Iranian dead man. Yeah, all right. Don't tell Trump that, okay? I'm actually, you know what? If you could just get rid of my house, that would be great. It would be better off, I think. All right, and then Korean dead man. Korean dead man. Look at that. Get my chopsticks, Ben Thorpe. You ain't getting them. Almost looks like Mongolian in a way, right? Damn. Now, the other thing I want to talk about here, hopefully Rich at Family Force hears this part. There's something I need to clear up here. Rich, this message is for you directly. I know I had a lot of your, quote, haters in my ear, and they did tell me to do things. You're right. I'm just their puppet. They're the puppet masters. And maybe I heard you the wrong way, okay? Maybe I got the wrong impression is what I'm saying, okay? I should give you a fair shake and have a discussion with you. I'm cool with that. People say you scam. I mean, let's talk about it. I have no idea. Okay, I'm new to you. I don't know what's going on. So one brother to another, if you can help me out with that, that'd be super duper. Absolutely, for sure. Was that Get Crack? Yeah, I mean, this is what Get Crack looks like. Yeah, absolutely there. So we'll see what happens with that. I mean, like, it's healthy family force, you know? And I want to believe that they're actually, if they actually are a healthy family force. I mean, think about it. I mean, they say no caffeine, but they're cool. They seem to be cool with like booger sugar and like, was it moon candy, crystal candy, rock candy, rock candy, you know? And if you think about it though, I mean, which one's worse, caffeine or booger sugar? I mean, booger sugar actually does the job. Booger sugar actually gets you awake and gets you like fired up and ready to go. A caffeine is just like, that's nothing, man. That's just, it's not even, it really, if you think about it, when you're ingesting caffeine, you're probably consuming sugar, which is poison for you. Okay. If it's bad to your body, you're just going to add on pounds. Cocaine's not, I mean, it's booger sugar, but there's no calories to it. Holy shit. Maybe they are healthy. Huh. So, like, I just want to talk to Rich. That's all. I was actually kind of sounding like Ricada for a second, and I had to stop. That's not good. That's not good for a lot of reasons. Okay. So, anyway, moving on here. So, one thing about that, though. So, there's this message that I really want to ask Rich about. It said, healthy family force is solid as a rock. Okay. Let's walk through this logically for a minute. All right, I will. For the last couple of years, Ava and some of her friends on Reddit have pushed a false story that we're somehow stealing Gloria's money or living off Annette's SSI. Okay, I mean, are you? Do you use their money? If the story was actually true, the outcome today would look very different, wouldn't it? I don't know. Like, how much money do they bring in? How much money do you guys spend? I mean, do you guys have jobs? It sounds like you guys don't have jobs other than the work that your wife puts in, like almost busting her back, definitely busting her ass, literally, making the money. Why you say something? But anyway, he says after 3 years, the money would have been gone. The house would be gone. They'd likely be homeless. There'd be no left to scam. Okay. He says instead the opposite happened. The bills are paid. Mortgage is paid. Gloria is celebrating her 83rd birthday. Annette is engaged in life again, going out, dancing, talking about jobs, caring about her appearance, and being part of the family. 3 years ago, Annette could barely hold a conversation. Annette's the special needs sister, okay, sister-in-law thing. I like this message, too. This message is great. Ava, if the fairy tale you've been telling for the last 2 years that we're somehow stealing Gloria's money or living off Annette's SSI were true, the outcome today would look very different. After 3 years, the money would have been gone by now. The house would have been gone. They'd likely be homeless. Instead, the opposite happened. The bills are paid. Gloria is celebrating her 83rd birthday. And Annette is engaged in life again, going out, dancing, talking about jobs, even caring about her appearance. When you look at what's actually happened over your time, your narrative simply doesn't line up with reality. Oh, no. Which is probably why you made Dead Man bring up your 2-year-old video and replay it on stream. I think Ava's happy that I haven't started drinking yet, because the old me would have stopped at 2-year-old and be like, "What? Ava has a kid? We have a kid together? I didn't know." But speaking of which, I am getting off the wagon today. Not for any donations or anything, just because Daddy needs to cope. And that was Mr. Deadman needs to cope. I need to lift my spirits. I opened this bottle of Jameson Live. You know, it's fresh. You know it's real. But yeah, so Rich, yeah, Ava totally made me do this, man. So talk to me and let's do it. Before we move on to the next segment, I am going to reach out to him and let him know I'm live right now. I want to just have a conversation. Can we just talk? I just want to talk. Okay? Be like, hey, bro. I know I was used as Ava's puppet. Okay? Can we talk man to man? I am streaming right now, bro. All right. No, Jameson's not going to lead me to Kratom. No, Ray Sachs led me to Kratom. No, the Jameson's going to lead me to... Ooh. Feeling pretty good. Dude, it's been a long time. All right. That was good. Okay, so anyway, that is... Hopefully something happens with that. But we'll see. I'll keep an eye on my Discord. I'll keep it here just to make sure. Okay. Anyway, with that said, let's move on to the next big segment here. So Ethan Ralph, of course, as we know, he got arrested, ladies and gentlemen. That's old news now. It's moving so fast. Last time we covered this, Ralph was saying that she didn't get him arrested. She did not get him arrested.
So I'm out, I'm free. You see who I have here with me, Miss Scarlett Hampton. Contrary to popular belief, she had nothing to do with anything that happened with me getting arrested. We did have a little disagreement, and I was given...
Wait, I'm just realizing right now, he said that. She didn't say that. He said that. She said nothing. Oh.
Contrary to popular belief, she had nothing to do with anything that happened with me getting arrested. We did have a little disagreement, and I was given a courtesy ride to the airport by Milwaukee's finest. I got to the airport, continued to imbibe, continued to drink. Got into an argument with somebody at the airport. There was no indecent exposure. It was public intoxication and disorderly conduct. Everything's fine with Scarlett and I. I know some things were said on Twitter. Don't care. I'm out. I'm free as a bird.
Free as a bird,
I'm supposed to come back, I think, in May. Free as a bird. I think I'm supposed to come back in May for... The charges are so minor. Public intox...
Okay, we got the most of it right there. So, he said she didn't get him arrested. Okay, well, Mersh has this. A shout out to Mersh and his cats. I hope he's taking care of his fine cats over there. Hope he is. All right. He's rocking a pink shirt. I'll say this. That's a brave move. It takes a brave man to rock a pink shirt. I think I could pull it off, but it'd be a nice pink dress shirt. Okay, with a better suit. That's right. With you guys' money, I can upgrade my look. Maybe I should actually be paying off my debt so I can sell this fucking house and get out of this fucking hell I'm in. Moving on.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. I got so caught up in, I like doing the shows, and I think I just got so caught up in it, and,
So this is Scarlett Hampton talking to Ice Dancer. Ice Dancer is, long story short, Mersh's girl, okay? I'll just put it that way.
Anyways, yeah, what ended up happening was, I mean, I honestly, I'm not the one that got him charged. I did not. He ran.
Wait. Hold on. I thought this call was saying she's the one who called the police. She just said she's not the one who got him charged. Okay. Let's play the rest.
Off, and I was, so then the cops got here, I just gave them a description, and then they literally right in front of me Like, they were on the phone with him. They were very angry about that. Not with me. See, Ralph tried to, like, accuse me of, like, he took so much money from me. Like, he took so much from me. Like,
honey, he's taking all your money. You're paying for the whole visit. What are you doing? Like that's the thing you need to keep in mind here. Like, everything that's happening could have been avoided if, like, the reason why Ralph is with her is she flipped the bill on it all. That's not an exaggeration. Like, she paid for it. She paid for this disgusting pig of a man to be with her. It it's like, honey, what are you doing?
it's like, and that's not even the point. But, like, you don't also break my property.
Sit on Lalo? Okay, we'll take a look at that.
Then and then
Talk
run
about
away.
boxing?
Like a little boy. So then at that point, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm going to call the cops. And the biggest thing I feel for is, yeah, he uses his 2 cats. I got to get back to my cats. And then he keeps extending his.
I got to get back to my pussy, bitch. Yeah, I'll say OPC Don and Lalo talk about boxing. A match that's never going to happen. Okay. If that match actually happens, and I mean this, I'm being serious. I know Jameson's probably talking right now. I only had like 3 sips, so that's a lightweight, right? But it's been months. Anyway, if I swear on my honor, chat, all right? And to the dismay of those that like me, okay? If Lalo and OPC Don actually box, I will try the Ethan Ralph pill stream experience. I will get so fucking blitzed. No. Well, no, don't worry. That's just not going to happen. They're not actually going to box.
Stay at my expense. Because then I move us to another hotel. And then he says he's going to send people after me, after my family. I have like a 30-minute long recording, which I took. And then he says that he had all these recordings of me. But there's nothing I say to anyone that is going. I'm not concerned about anything that he's recorded. I guess he recorded me for over a day. I had no idea. And I'm like, geez. He's like, I have an app that I can just, it's an
Xanax, yeah.
Phone recording app. I recorded 30 hours of just you. That's like, I'm like, what? Dude, like, it's a long story, but
smoking some
I
bones,
didn't call the police
like Mersh
because
here too.
he threw my laptop. I called the police because he wanted to shoot the scene, and Hunter Moore sent him these forms. So then he filmed me.
So these forms that he had her sign while she's completely like drunk and pilled out or whatever's going on with her, right? Because like she seems so out of it. I don't know how you could say she consented to anything that went down. Okay.
Signing the form. He signed the form, and we never shot the scene. And then he took my form, and then he took it with him, and he took his form. So that allows him to put out whatever he wants that could potentially have been that he took of me or did to me. That he's acting like I gave consent to that when we did not even shoot the scene. So then
you don't remember shooting the scene, honey. He shot a scene, I'm pretty sure. Dude, there's a non-zero chance there's going to be another Gunt porn video on Cornhub. It's a shame I won't be able to watch it. In Texas, Cornhub is banned. Not like I don't have a VPN or anything.
He would not give it to me. He said, "Take it."
I only watch it for document on it.
Yeah, something threatening. And then I got to think of that exactly what he said, but take it from me. And so then on the way, I said, okay, well then just my room leave. So threw my laptop against the wall, and then he ran out, and I'm like, okay, fuck it,
and that was the laptop that had her photos of her grandma and poetry and some music and some other stuff. Yeah, that laptop there.
Police is last resort. I'm not a fucking snitch. I'm a call the cops. And they showed up. When they showed up, I told.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm gonna reach out to Scarlett and see if I can get her on the show, dude. I mean, it could not be hard to do. There's no way.
Told them what happened. Immediately, they looked him up. and they called in while they were standing there in the lobby of my hotel. They're like, we got the suspect, and he's very under the influence of alcohol. He's very intoxicated.
Shit,
we're detaining him. Like, they made that decision to detain him. I did not set the cops after Ethan Ralph. I called the cops to come here to make sure that.
Okay, so she called the cops, but she didn't send the cops after Ethan Ralph. But if you call the cops when there's an incident and they're concerned about the other party because of what had happened, and you send them their way, then yes, you did call the cops on Ethan Ralph. You know, I try to walk through the logic here with this lady. That's.
I could be safe because he left, and then also he is a threat to the public. Walking out in that rage like that. I mean, I have his bag of his clothes in my car, and I don't really want.
Walking out in that rage like that. Hold on. Do we have the picture of him with the cigar? Aw, where did that go? Oh, we got to put that up. Here we go. Yeah. Just back this up a little bit more here.
He is a threat to the public. Walking out in that rage like that. I mean, I have his bag of his clothes in my car, and I don't really want this shit. So this is what happened. The cops said, detain him. That's the officer that gave me that.
He's a menace to society, dude. Threat to the public, rage walking, yes. Okay. Oh, how do you not laugh to that? The cops are like, we got to detain this guy. He's a rage hog. He's out on the streets. Anyone could get hurt. Think of all the baby mamas he's going to have. He's unstoppable. Think of all the daughters that are going to get gunted. We got to stop him. Fucking shit. Okay.
Card. That's his number. So, I mean, if you guys want to look at that, I have not reached out to this officer. He's a very kind man. I even gave him a hug. I mean, I don't usually ever have to call the police. I only had to call them for Matt and not Ethan. And honestly, things didn't get, well, I didn't like these continuous threats of, I'm talking to people that will destroy you. And I have a recording him that I had to make this recording for saving my family. He's like,
first, you don't have to move your logo. Your logo's fine.
It goes back, my people have been, we have been working to destroy your life, and going back 3 generations. So as soon as you cross me, I will not, his typical rage type shit. And then I realized it was all bogus. Because when the cops came here, I played the recording for them and detained him. They took it shit seriously here in Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah, they took it so seriously that they just put him in a drunk tank and let him out within 12 hours. We're talking about Wisconsin. Wisconsin that took the Nick Rekieta situation very serious, and the fact that, the kids are back, everything's fine. Even though it's not fine. Okay? Yeah. This is Wisconsin, the Wisconsin finest, right? Yeah, I okay.
Wisconsin don't fuck around.
No, it sounds like they fuck around.
And biggest thing I'm worried about is his cat in fucking Merida. I didn't want to put him in jail. I don't know how long he's going to be there. I don't know if I have to bail him out, if I should, if I'm going to start getting hate on me, if I don't. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the situation is, but dude, I spent over $700 in flights for him. He missed the first flight. He missed the second.
Oh, that's even worse. Guys, you thought I was joking. You thought I was telling a lie. Oh, you bet. I know you did. No, she paid for Ralph to be here, to be there, okay? Like, she paid for it. Twice. Oh, God, how low do you have to be to get to that point, man?
On me, if I don't know what the situation is, but dude, I spent over $700 in flights for him. He missed the first flight. He missed the second flight. So yeah, I mean,
and she's so desperate to have the rage hog that she paid for the second flight. Now maybe Jeremy's right. Maybe porn star career is not a good path for women. Maybe he just destroys and erodes their fucking dignity. Fucking shit. I mean, this is if you can make a case study out of this, dude. You can make a case out of this, an argument that this stuff is not good. This is the outcome of it.
Do what I can to get my money back, but he never paid me for anything, which was okay because, I mean, in the end, it's like I didn't want that fucking money. I mean, I don't want his fucking money. He's a sick fuck. But, you know, I think I didn't listen to you because when I hear the term revenge porn, I don't really know that is.
What do you mean you don't know what that is, honey? You've been working in the adult industry for years and you don't know what revenge porn is? Huh. This girl really is a special kind of stupid. Like she is. Man, like, she's not all there, dude. She's just not.
I got into porn because somebody posted nudes of me online and posted, you know.
She probably has an extra chromosome. And in fact, if anything, JF Garapi is probably going to be hitting her up too because, I mean, she is indeed acting very retarded.
Posted videos of me on a porn site and then I had to I got an agent just so I could get protected by industry. But yeah, I'm sorry. Honestly, all like the jokes and stuff on the streams, like, like, you know, him saying ice cancer, and I mean using that or this and that. That stuff, I always took it more as like comedy, like tag, like I say, you know, Trad Chad or Chad, you know, Chestnut Chad. Like, that was always how it was for me. I was more comedy. I was not.
Yeah, we got it, Mersh, for listening to the video. Thanks for letting us know.
Not like, I'm going to go after your family. I'm going to go to your house. I'm going to make sure your parent, you know, I'm not.
Ralph is live now. I know he's live right now. I know. I have it in the background. What's going on? Is he saying anything good? Well, he's saying something.
Sent $3, Ralph. This isn't worth it.
Nah, it is.
Go home.
I'm going home, nigga.
Maybe
she's still with him.
Can play together someday.
She's still with his ass, dude.
Jasper, shout out to DSP, by the way.
Dark Side, Phil Gaming Real sent $3, Ralph.
You can't save her.
Worth it.
Do
you think so? Do you think so?
Maybe Cleo and
do you not understand what this whole thing is? Like, we're the #1 story online the past 3 days among this sector that I created. And not only that, we're into the normie sector as well. So, you know,
boomers,
could it have been
I don't know the normie
done in a different way? Sure, that's certainly true. But, yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about.
Dude, right now, the Kino Casino boys are hoping she, like, turncoats on his ass
better,
and reveals, like, the dirty details. I'm going to shut up.
But it's okay, and we'll talk about, you know, ice cancer and all this stuff in a minute, but
Mario Galaxy Movie sends $3. People aren't concerned trolling when they bring up your kids and cats. They're pointing out that you don't care about them and that makes you scum. They will watch those videos one day and be so ashamed of you like your dead parents are from hell no.
Yeah, I can't exactly understand. Let me read that. Honestly, my kids, if they watch this one day, I love you.
Okay.
Rosanna, I love you. Xander.
Nah.
I'm an entertainer. And if it wasn't for my ball sack, you wouldn't be alive. So, you know, you could hate me.
That's pretty much true.
Be disappointed in me. That's okay, but you wouldn't be alive. If
we're gonna have the multi-channel today. I'm gonna have multiple tabs going at the same time. We're gonna have this. Let me get the
for me, because I decided
thing going on too.
Both of you, me, And
we will
if
get
it
to the
wasn't
Tectone
for me,
thing.
you wouldn't be alive. So you could say that's a loss or that's a win, depending on how your life's going. But I love you both. I'll always love you both. And this is your daddy right here. And so
Is your daddy?
it is what
I'm
it
your
is.
daddy.
And
Jack
it's
Nicholson.
unfortunate the ill will between me and their mothers and all that, but like whatever, shit happens. And so
It'll be a wild
that's
turn of
what I would
events
tell them, though.
if
it
the
wasn't for
mothers
me, you
enter
wouldn't
the
be
picture
breathing.
again
You
and
would
they have
not
some
even
sort of
be
like
here.
foursome
Wouldn't
or something.
have a
Fucking
conceptual.
hell.
You wouldn't be able to even like there'd be no you without my sperm. So, and I decided that me. So, you know, take it for what it's worth. I'm not proud of every single thing I've done, but also I'm not ashamed either. If that makes sense.
It makes it. Wait, this was just a 5-minute stream. So the OPC Dawn Lalo fight was only 5 minutes. Is that like a foretelling of how long this fight would last if it actually happened?
All right, we are live, waiting for Lalo to show up.
And Lalo doesn't show.
Let me pull up.
I already
YouTube
skimmed.
stream.
I skimmed all the way to the
And
end.
we will go
We're
from
starting
there.
at 16 seconds here. Let me help you with the story, guys. We start on the stream, and halfway through the stream, it's just whatever that is, some sort of deck or something, and then it's still just that. So, a nothing burger? Yeah, exactly. I'll leave it up in case you guys really want to reference it later. But that one you're gonna have to donate for. You're gonna have to donate for Lalo. No one's gonna do that. All right. I'll tell you what, though, we do have a donation goal today. Light a cigar. Be kind of nice, kind of cool if we do that. Okay. I don't know. Just see what happens, man.
Hopefully it does. But yeah, that's what I would say to them. And one day, say I don't get to tell them this personally, I would like this to be shown to them. This part right here, that I love them both. And
okay,
if
not
they don't
you being with a
understand my
corn
life,
star.
I don't really
but
understand it either, to be honest. But I love them, and
yeah, Lalo, I believe
it had
you.
nothing to
OPC
do
Dawn
with
is
either
scared
of
of
your
you.
mothers, your existence. It had to do with
A
me.
Discord invite.
And I decided.
Lalo, we're not chatting right now. We're covering Ethan Ralph. We're covering a celebrity, Lalo. Hold on. Hold your horses here. Okay, hold on. In a way, Ethan Ralph made you, motherfucker. If it wasn't for Ethan Ralph, the Thorpe little bubble probably wouldn't even be a thing either. You know? Somehow we can create that map.
I decided that. So, you know, take that for what it's worth. You could say that's a bad thing, but that's the truth. And I really don't have, you know, trying to bring my kids into it, like, whatever. I don't have anything else to say about them other than that. I love them both. I hope one day they'll understand. And if they don't, that's okay. You just make it through.
Just make it through.
And if I'm dead, I'll be dead, so who cares? But I'm kidding, of course. I still want the best for them, but I'm just telling you.
I mean, he knows death is around the corner at any moment, right? I mean, death is literally in the room right now, in the hotel room. It's like hiding under the bed. It's behind the closet. It's in the bathroom. It's in the bottles. Okay?
It's the truth. If it wasn't for me, they wouldn't be here. And I miss them. It hurts.
Oh, yeah. Actually, Envy Girls, that's great. Guys, I'll bring Lalo up if he promises to twerk. He needs to throw his back into it, too. Okay? A good twerk on stream. He has a big ass, dude. Come on.
It hurts me. I mean, I'm not going to sit here in front. It does.
Sam sent $10. The audio quality sounds like it's playing on a flip phone.
Yeah.
What is this?
It is. It's a low-budget porno, yeah.
But seriously, though, how long will it take Scar to get her passport in order?
I don't know.
Can we still canon? Can we still Cancun?
Wait. Is the idea to take her to Mexico to the crack shack? Holy shit! Fuck, dude, she ain't leaving him. What, dude? They actually might be attached. Oh fuck. Oh man.
Can we hit the goal?
I don't know. Can we?
Oh, that was the gayest thing I've ever said. Oh, Rich wants to talk? Okay. Yeah, I can talk to Rich. Oh, yeah, hey, yeah, see, he wants to talk. Oh, okay, I missed the call. All right, let me call him. Let me call him real fast. I don't get notifications. All right, I'm calling back. Hello, Rich?
Hello.
Hello, Rich. How are you doing?
Good. Hey, man, let me get you on speaker.
You got me on speaker? That's cool, man.
Hello. Hi, dead man.
Hey, how's it going?
Shake it, baby.
Hold on, I got to
DC, you remember your roots.
Yeah,
listen,
I do remember my roots.
No worries, bro. No worries. I know. Thanks for just reaching out, but I'm fair game, bro. And you're funny shit. You are entertaining. I got to hand it to you. You got a good vibe going on, and I mean that. And
all right. You don't have to butter my balls,
man,
dude.
I'm serious. You do.
I can feel it, man. I can feel you licking my taint right now. Come on, man. Come on.
Okay.
You come in here kissing my.
Dude, listen, man. You don't think you got? Come on, you got those cool. Stepping out of that pool. That was like the coolest move I've seen since like Fast Times at Ridgemont High when Phoebe.
I'm glad you liked it. The girl I sent it to, didn't even message me back. I still haven't heard from Monty. The fucking hoe. No, sorry. She's a nice lady, I'm sure. Anyway, actually, Rich, I want to talk with you because, I think I might have got the wrong impression. I don't know. I try to be friends with everybody in the sector. Okay, try to be friendly in a way. All right, and people talk, and you're Healthy Family Force, right? That is y'all's brand.
Yeah,
Healthy Family Force. When I think of that, I think of a family that is wholesome and is putting out good vibes
and perfect,
and does no bad.
What you think of is I can't remember the name of the family online, but there's a family of they always wore white and they had like 10 kids and everything was perfect and clean and looked awesome, right? And everybody was like, that's the perfect family. And you all wanted to strive for that. Right. But the reality is not everybody's life is like that. I had a life like that. It looked like that until my sister got sick in 1999. Okay. And that changed things for me. I started to change. I was this hardcore Republican. I was like, dude, I don't believe in food stamps. I don't believe in handing out anything to anybody. You work for your shit. I didn't understand the other side until it happened to me. Yeah. And it took me 20 years to get there, bro. It took me 20 years to get to where I am right now.
Wait. Did you just call me girl? Did you just call me girl?
I'm pretty sure I said bro, but I'm sorry. I don't mean to call you girl.
Okay. Sorry, I misheard that. Okay, and
no, girl. Listen, girl.
I didn't know we're on those terms there. Okay, so super chat.
Just chill.
Lalo is a bubble but self-involved.
I'm gonna
lower
that stuff down a little bit. Okay, anyway, so don't worry about that. It's not gonna interfere much. So Healthy Family Force. Now I watched some of the clips, and what I got was, I got to ask Rich. So let me just ask you this way: what are you trying to do with Healthy Family Force?
Well, hold on. Here's the thing. I don't blame you for being confused. Because what you got was a 20 years, bro.
Uh-huh.
Two decades of me telling a story of what happened, and 10 years of it documented. And what I do is I document everything, specifically the things that are secret, the things that keep me sick. Okay, I put that out there. Why? Because when I put it out there, I get better, bro. Just look at my videos. I have a proven track record that it works. Joy was bulimic. That means, I don't know if you know what that means. I know you're so confused. Why would she vomit her food? Guess what? A lot of girls do that. A lot of girls vomit their food. And you don't know it because they keep it a secret. They don't even tell their doctors So the doctors misdiagnose everything that's going on with them because they don't know they're vomiting every meal. Because they don't tell the doctor, because the first thing the doctor's going to say is you got to go to rehab and start eating that shit. And they don't want to do that. So what I did was, well, it's not going to be secret anymore. And so I filmed it. And so when he pulled that clip, like he's going to, force me to do something. Yeah, because if she's going to relapse and binge, I'm going to document it. And what happens is, it's no longer a secret. And you start to see yourself, and she started to see herself, just like I started to see myself. And you change. Just like, can you imagine going through life without a mirror? If you didn't have a mirror,
okay.
How would you look?
Hold on. Time out. Hold on. Pump the brakes real fast. Okay, so as you talk, I may stop you for a second just to ask some clarifying questions here.
Yeah, sure.
So let me get this straight. So Joy would binge, right? She would binge eat.
Yes, it's an eating disorder that she's suffered with for a long time.
Yeah. Okay. So she would eat a lot, and then she would force herself to throw up to stay, thin. Okay. Now, from my understanding, that's considered
because the issue was as we discovered, and these are all related. And this is what I discovered by documenting this: is that there is a direct correlation between addiction to sugar, overeating. That is, overeating is an addiction to sugar, and addictions in general. I mean, a lot of people who drink vomit. And there are people that you talk to on the street, like people on here that have talked to me that you would not even.
I feel like we're starting with one thing, and now we're talking about like it sounds like you're trying to say like eating sugar leads to like bulimia, which I mean sugar is like everyone eats sugar, but not everyone is engaging in bulimia.
Exactly, just like a lot of people drink alcohol, but not everybody's an alcoholic. Can we agree with that?
Okay, So let me get this straight. So, but bulimia, is that like a healthy thing to do?
Absolutely. No. Okay. Well, you asked. Listen, I'm trying to give you context, bro, because it's like you were looking at it. You took 20 years and tried to combine it in a 30-minute sex smear segment on me. Like, look at all this shit. And if you didn't notice, my hair had changed. I mean, everything. I mean, I was in different cities. I mean, so much had changed from one clip to another. So what I'm saying is, the channel started. It was called The Weight Loss Force.
Weight Loss Force. Okay.
That was the first name. Because, all right, I was 350 pounds.
Right.
Because I was living with a bulimic. She would eat and vomit. I wasn't vomiting. I got fat. We were eating the same thing. I was like, what the fuck? So in New York City, I said, hey, let's do something here. And let's try to figure out a way to well, actually, not in New York City. I'd kind of done it before, but then I relapsed on the sugar. And I started getting fat again in New York. So I said, you know what? No problem. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to eat. I literally have a video of it. And I'm going to eat. I'm going to get fat. And then I'm going to show people how to lose weight healthily. Right? But it wasn't called the healthy. I just called it the Weight Loss Force because I don't like going to the gym. So I just changed my diet. And so I called it the Weight Loss Force CEOs.
Oh, okay.
So but then that went into the Weight Loss Force. Okay. All right. Then
so wait, on the weight loss force, were you also engaging in bulimia? Were you forcing yourself to throw up?
No. I was not engaging in bulimia at that time. I was just trying to get people to lose weight. So I was saying, here's how you can lose weight. You cut out the carbohydrates, sugar, and caffeine, and alcohol, obviously, and all drugs. You can't do any of that.
I understand the carbs and the sugar, but why the caffeine?
Because, well, what is caffeine? How does it give you energy?
Caffeine's a stimulant.
Do you know? Right, I get that, but how does it give you energy? Do you know how it gives you energy? There's no calories in caffeine.
It blocks the receptors that are normally used by, like, I believe, like what I forgot what neurotransmitter it is, but it's the one that induces sleep. That's how it keeps you going, pretty much. But
well, I'll sum it up for you really quickly. What caffeine does, it has nothing in it other than a chemical that tells your brain to release stress hormones, a ton of them. But the big ones are adrenaline and cortisol. Those things are the things that jack you up. And the way they do it is adrenaline and cortisol will release sugar, an emergency supply of glucose into your bloodstream. So that's why a lot of people, when they drink caffeine, they want to put sugar in it, not just to make it sweet, but because it's actually releasing sugar into their blood. You can look it up.
I mean, if you just had caffeine with no sugar and no carbs, you would still lose weight. I mean, there's people who lose weight that do that.
That's true. That's true. But they probably are going to. Yeah, I am just saying. If you want to make it okay, do you know what a craving for sugar is? I mean, I suffered from craving.
Yeah, I know what a sugar craving is. Yeah.
Right. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So what I was saying was, a lot of people when they drink sugar, they drink coffee. What's the next thing they want to eat? A donut. That's been coffee and donuts. Coffee and donuts.
That's called fat logic. Yeah, you got to get that out of your system.
Because what happens?
Yeah.
What happens is when you drink the coffee, even if it's black, it's releasing that emergency supply of glucose into your bloodstream. Sugar in your bloodstream is going to make you crave sugar. Okay, so I'm not saying you can't lose weight on it. I'm saying I want to make it so I'm not craving shit. So I cut the caffeine out. So now I don't think about sugar anymore. And it's been about I don't know. I haven't really. I kind of lost track of the last time I had some sugar, but I mean I eat carbs. I'm not as strict as Joy, but. Anyways, okay, so you asked why do we call it the healthy weight loss force or healthy family force? So then I started losing weight, okay? YouTube started changing their policies around any channel that had to do with weight loss because of Eugenie Clooney in 2023. Did you know about that? You know who she is?
No, I do not know who she is.
Oh, I'm sure if you saw her photo, you've seen her. Okay. She's like the Skeletor that wears lingerie.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Then I know who she is. Yeah, okay.
Okay, thank you.
Didn't know her name.
Okay, so she was huge on YouTube, and they couldn't get her off of YouTube because the policies allowed what she was doing. So they kept tightening them every year. So any channel that was dealing with carnivore diets or keto diets or anything like that, or restrictive diets, were going to be. And certainly, if we were showing. What the next thing was
the goal to make Jedi Joy look like her, like to get her that skinny?
Oh God. No, was that her goal or my goal?
Your goal. So like,
no, we're not. No,
okay,
no.
I just want to make sure. One thing I want to clarify.
No, hold on.
One thing I want to clarify, Rich. But like, why?
We're not trying to lose weight with Joy.
Okay,
we're not trying to lose weight with Joy.
Okay, not trying to lose weight.
I was trying to lose weight.
Okay, well, my other question is, why would you force her to do the bulimia videos?
I did not force her to do the bulimia videos. What happened when so this is back in New York City. Okay. So that's when we do the channel, and then a bunch of other stuff happens for about this 2022. And so we get back here and we move in the house, and there's a bunch of backstory here. So the whole and if you go back, everything's just like this long IRL. It's like that movie where they filmed a kid for like 12 years, his real life, and it took him 12 years to make the movie. Did you ever see that?
Yeah, I've seen that movie. Yeah.
Right. So that was my idea. I said, I'm just going to film everything, and I'm going to film the shit that you don't normally film. Like everyone films that when you're all looking great and pretty and everybody looks great. I'm going to film this stuff that's hard because that's reality for me. Okay. So that's just what I thought. And part of that reality when we got here was that Joy was bulimic. And a lot of people don't know about what bulimia is. They don't know. A lot of the girls you see that are skinny on TV, that are eating donuts, are going to go throw those up. You don't know that. And she wanted to kind of like not expose it, but be like, dude, you think it's harmless, but it's super addictive and it's lifelong and it'll fuck up your metabolism permanently. And so she was on this thing where we were going to expose bulimia. And the thing, this was her idea.
Okay. So let me get this straight. So you would encourage her to do the bulimic acts on
No. There's no encouragement of bulimia. When she would go do it, out would come the camera. It was like, have you ever tried to,
you had a camera on standby just waiting for her to purge?
Well, I mean, an iPhone.
Okay. I mean, she said in one video, it sounded like she said you forced her to do it. It kind of sounded like a slip up. I'm not exactly sure, but like
I don't know. Well, whatever. I mean, of course I can't. If you've ever met Jedi Joy, you can't force her to do anything. That's a ridiculous statement. So what it was is that I was going to make a video of her if she was going to be bulimic.
Yeah.
So what happens is here's what happens. Have you ever? I mean, I don't want to break it down so like trash, but have you ever conditioned a dog?
Of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Negative stim. Like she knew that she was embarrassing. She didn't want that up there. We're right. But if she was going to be bulimic, it was going to go on YouTube. So as they started changing the stuff,
so wait,
I started filming.
Hold on. If I heard that right, so your goal to get her to stop being bulimic is to embarrass her on YouTube so she's not bulimic? Did I hear that right? Like conditioning a dog.
That would be one way to put it, but secrets, right? Secrets.
Okay.
Well, the conditioning of the dog is kind of a negative reinforcement. She knows in her head it's not a secret anymore. You see, and look, I'm not saying it's perfect, bro. What I'm saying today is that she's not believing
either. Yeah,
bro, I hear that. I hear you being very, very skeptical of it. I don't quite blame you, but dude, this is a lifelong disease that she's had that she is now free of for the last 60 days.
That's good.
All right. So whatever you want to have your opinion on. Yeah, right, exactly. So anyways, let's go back. So we were with the weight loss force. So then as I start losing weight, they start bringing down my videos because I am losing weight. And they're saying that it's an eating disorder. It's promoting an eating disorder because of Eugene Clooney. So we changed the name to the Healthy Weight Loss Force.
All right. New branding. I like it.
Right,
Healthy Weight Loss Force. Now that is a brand. That's good. That sounds very American too, man. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Well, Jenny, I mean, the other thing too is that, like I said, I grew up, pretty hardcore Republican. I grew up in a small town. My family owned a True Value hardware store. Joy's a U.S. Air Force vet. I mean, we're pretty. I mean,
Air
pretty
Force?
square.
Did you say Air Force?
Yeah, Air Force.
Oh, okay.
They didn't tell you that when they gave you all that smear stuff on us? Interesting. Because that was their entire life.
Well, I would say thank you for her service. I thank her for the service of sitting there.
Well, she's doing a live stream right now. I'm supposed to be paying attention. I'm not really being a good husband at the moment. But you called Mr. Deadman. So you know,
now
I literally put you in front of my wife today.
Well, that's pretty cool. Thank you for that. So the whole no caffeine thing is one thing. Like, it's kind of benign. It's kind of weird. It's whatever. But
hold on. Is it? Hold on. Is it? You see how you take it so minimally, like it's no big deal. Yet it is an FDA. It is listed as a drug. It is listed as a stimulant. And sure, it doesn't whack you out like meth day one. I was
going to say it's benign compared to the other things.
Hold on. But who does the other things every day from the time they wake up until the time they finish work for 20 or 30 years every day?
Hold on, Rich.
They don't do that.
Do you know what I mean by the other things?
I know, but what I'm saying is that in a small dose, at 25 to 35 for 10 years, drinking a little coffee every day is fine. But if you do that for 40 years every day, you're going to have a serious addiction. And any addiction always has side effects. In fact, what happens is you need stronger caffeine. You don't no longer need just the diner at Denny's. You need an espresso. Now you don't need an espresso. You need 2 espressos. Pretty soon, guess what happens? It stops working entirely because your body becomes so predictive. Just like a dog can predict what's going to happen, your brain says, that's caffeine. I know what you're doing. You're giving me adrenaline cortisone. I'm going to beat you to the punch. I'm going to dump a bunch of insulin.
Yeah.
I'm going to unload you with insulin before you even drink the coffee. I'm not kidding. You can look this up.
So would you say caffeine is safer than cocaine?
Would I say? Well, yeah. I mean, come on. I mean, here's the thing, though. But it's like they're both. But cocaine is not exactly a stimulant. It's slightly different. Caffeine is definitely a stimulant. But anyways, yeah. I mean, are you suggesting
caffeine's not a stimulant? That's news to me.
I didn't say that.
You said not exactly a stimulant.
I said cocaine is not exactly a stimulant.
Yeah.
Oh. It's slightly. I mean, like methamphetamine is a straight up stimulant.
Yeah.
Pharmaceuticals are straight up stimulants. That's straight up speed. Cocaine is slightly different because it doesn't speed you out in the same reactors, the same way the other. Anyway,
so, would you actually make an argument that like caffeine is worse for you than cocaine?
Why would I say that? Who said that?
Because I'm just saying like I know that Jedi Joy has used cocaine before, and she does that stuff when she goes to New York, right? And she does that stuff that she does, the prostitution stuff.
She doesn't. Well, she has in the past, but she doesn't anymore. I mean, it's like, but she doesn't. I mean, it doesn't mean that it's health. Okay, you're talking about the past. You're talking about 2025. Can we stay at least in this year? Okay, because a lot of changes happen in 2026. So if we can just stay here, that'd be great. She has not done any cocaine this year. She has not drank it.
Okay, so back in 2025, that was a confusing like brand situation where it's like we're Healthy Family Force, but we kind of have some booger sugar here and there. It's not so healthy, but we gotta polish the brand a little bit. 2026, we're going brand new.
You seem what's happening is that you're talking about a time when Grace and Lalo one time went and visited her while she was at work. We don't share what she does at work ever. That happened and it was a fucking nightmare because everybody found out where she was staying and people like you were like, oh my God, they do cocaine in Manhattan. Oh my God. Yeah, they do cocaine in Manhattan. Joy doesn't do it here. He never does it. The clients do it. It's a part of the job. And that's why the job sucked. And that's why she had to stop going to New York. But that's not really but so if you're trying to suggest that caffeine, because she had to do this with these clients in order to get paid, they didn't offer her coffee.
Rich. What I'm trying to suggest is maybe Starbucks should start putting cocaine in the coffee instead of caffeine. I mean, is there a way to do that to make it better?
You know what?
I'm trying to get you a coffee that actually works.
No, here's the funny thing that you should say that, because think about it. Caffeine is a legit drug, right? And look how Starbucks has taken over everything. You pay $6 for a cup of coffee now.
How much do you pay? I don't know. Hey, Chad, how much does Coke cost? I have no idea. I have never done booger sugar in my life. It would ruin me. I have an addictive personality. It would fucking ruin me. I've been drinking coffee since I was like 8.
Listen, I get it. I get it. You're very, very curious, but we don't. It's like cocaine is not that. We don't do that. That's not part of our. It's like such a focus to you, but it's like it's not for us. It's for them. But it's like what we're focused on is recovery, being sober, and being healthy.
Okay.
And can you argue? Wait, can you argue? Hold on. You don't. Just showing up here and showing everybody perfectly clean and white and healthy, and not showing how we got here isn't helpful for anyone who is struggling. Okay. Part of recovery and part of anyone dealing with any sort of addiction is going to be a level of relapse. And if you deny that, if you don't expose that, and yeah, it's fucking embarrassing, bro. Yeah, it fucking sucks to raise your hand. And that's what Joy did, because there are other people out there that were, look, I get it. Yeah, Ava and your friends over there just jumped on her every time she relapsed every 40, 45 days. But she's now sober and working a really strong program today. But that's sometimes what it takes.
Okay.
I mean,
by the way,
it's not as
Rich, my chat said it's $80 a gram. Dude, that's fucking expensive. Holy shit. I could not afford that. There's no way.
I'm guessing
that's how it ruins you.
I
think they need to bring the price of
Have you been
cocaine
to
down.
Manhattan? Have you been to Manhattan?
I have not.
I'm guessing it sounds like you've never been to New York City.
No.
Correct? If you think $80, dude, a cup of coffee is $20 in Manhattan, bro. Okay, so how many cups of coffee do you have a day? So you add it up. So your concept of if your reason is money, forget about it. It's not about the money, bro. The money is all about because it's only for the upper class. It's only for the Bidens. It's only for the Trumps. It's only for that level of people.
Whoa. Hold on.
Everybody else is working.
Hey, Rich. Okay, I want to make some.
It's not for me. I don't do that.
Dude,
I'm not going to.
Okay, I just want to establish something. I'm not trying to be hostile or anything like that. I think.
You seem to be twisting this cocaine narrative really strong. I'm not sure why.
Well, because look, you guys have a recovery message, right? A recovery message. In order to have a recovery message, it means you've had used before. And let's just be honest. Like, okay, in 2025, Jedi Joy was using, and okay, now she's trying to recover, right? I mean, she partied a little. Now she's trying to recover. Is it about right?
There's no trying. She is recovering.
Okay.
She's in recovery right now. And that's the difference. See, here's the thing. Everyone always shows somebody when they made it out of the woods. Very few people have actual video evidence of themselves being in their fucking addiction and trying to get out of it. That's what this documentation was. And now she's out of it. And now she's doing a stream talking about it right now, talking about her sobriety and sharing with other people. And people who follow this and watch her struggle are applauding her. You came on and you just basically jumped on her shit. I mean, she was like watching it for a second, and then you just like brought up stuff from like from back in November 6 months ago that like was basically her bottom. But the fact is, I didn't film that bottom. Grace filmed that bottom. So it's like
well, hold on.
And then by the way, you brought it up.
The reason why it was filmed was to kind of put it out there, kind of like the way you filmed the bulimic videos, right?
You can't cut me off when I got a point against you. Listen. You've called me out on a lot of shit right now. You said I was licking your ass and all this shit.
Right.
You said I was making fun of Joy. Right. You literally put her worst moment her bottom on your channel.
Rich, you put her worst moments on your channel, the bulimic videos,
Right, but you were
just to embarrass
me for it, bro.
her.
You can't criticize me
like
for
training her like a
criticize
dog.
me and do the same thing for views for yourself, right?
Rich,
Can you?
dude, Rich.
Can you?
Rich, but let's be honest, man.
Dead man. My point is that you're a hypocrite. You see, you're saying that I'm doing shit, but you did the same fucking thing,
dude.
And you used joy.
I wouldn't throw the hypocrite card around here, dude. You have Healthy Family Force. You have Healthy Family Force as your brand. You have Healthy Family Force as your brand, and is it healthy to have your wife go and pimp her out in New York while she's doing cocaine?
Okay, hey, listen, if you're gonna drop it, listen. If you have no more argument, I realize I won. Okay, if you're just gonna start doing personal attacks,
I mean,
fine, goodbye.
Well, you could rage quit all you want. I went too hard. I didn't get to what I really wanted to get to. I wanted to talk about the family income and stuff like that. Oh, fuck. I should have been nicer. But I couldn't let that one slip. I just couldn't. Well, I don't think that's going to be a repeat. That's not going to be a repeat there. All right. Chet, what any thoughts about it? I thought it was pretty good. LCW in the black dress will be promoted to mod as well. She's cool. Everyone in my cool club, I have a cool club. They're definitely mods, okay? It's a new era, dude. Okay? Gobbledygook is she's kind of cool. She's working. I don't know. We got to see. We got to see about that. Tell him you're sorry. You think he'll come back on? I'll give it a minute. He still talks to Ava? Okay. I'll apologize. I wonder if I could just apologize to him and see if I can talk to him again. Okay, I'll tell him I'll stick to 2026 and we'll just talk. Okay. He's talking to me right now. But like, I am sorry. I brought up the past. Let's stick to the present. Yeah, I do type slow. Okay. Ask him, can we talk about the raising money? He says it's all good. Don't mod everyone. I'm not going to mod everyone, Snellord. I mean, I am a hypocrite on some things. But I don't know if he knows what I'm a hypocrite on. Everyone, I mean, you don't live to be 42 and not be a hypocrite on something. Oh, I'm sorry, Gobbledygook. That was mean. Okay, so anyway, what has Ethan Ralph been doing this whole time? Is he talking about anything interesting?
I'm not sure.
That's the good news about it.
Oh, yeah. We're so fucking infamous now. Here, come on.
This is your good news.
Wait. He can come on for a few more minutes. Okay. If he comes on for a few more minutes, I'm not going to press him on anything. I'm just going to talk to him about the new stuff, okay? So I'm going to let the past stuff go because it's 2026. It is a new era. It's a new year. It is a new Healthy Family Force. Okay. I think I'm ready. Okay. He said he's going to come on and apologize. Okay. I never had anyone apologize to me. No, that's a lie. The Thorpes apologized to me. That's so weird. Okay. Rich, I want to apologize to you. I came on a little hot, dude.
Yes. Oh yeah, I accept. And first I want to apologize.
You're apologizing too, okay? We're both grown men. We can both apologize.
I want to apologize for calling you a hypocrite. I got heated, and sometimes I just start going there, man. I start getting mean, and
I get you,
not
man.
Right of me.
It's the heat of the moment, dude.
Right.
And you know what? In the heat of the moment, things happen that aren't supposed to happen, right?
Right. Okay.
Like ass to mouth.
So,
it's not supposed to happen, but it happens sometimes. See, we can joke. We can be cool.
No, but seriously though, I take care of mom and sis, and that's a real thing.
They're not going to come on. They're not going to walk behind you, right? I don't want them to be seen. Okay, let's shut that door.
I was just saying that they're gonna be coming right through this door is what I'm saying in a minute, because we got to go through. This is not an office. This is a utility room to the least of the garage, and I just kind of put my shit up here. So they're gonna be coming through here, and we're gonna go dancing.
Okay, all right. So real quick, tell us about you're raising new money. You're not gonna whip out your dick, are you? Okay. Yeah, don't do that. Okay, tell us. Okay,
keep going. I got shit to do. Keep talking.
Come on. Listen, let's talk. You're raising money. Tell me about your project. It's your project. Tell me about it.
Oh, that's a good point. You know, you kind of told people not to donate to something that wasn't even happening. I like right now when I'm talking, it's like everybody's like I'm showing this stuff about how I'm going to work on stuff for my sister. It's like she lost her teeth.
Yeah.
So I'm getting estimates, right? And everyone's like, "Oh, you're going to do a GoFundMe?" I said, "I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know, because that's a lot of money to raise on it. It's like $35,000.
Right.
So I don't know if that's something that I want to GoFundMe or ask for donations for. So, but the fact that you would like tell people not to, I wasn't even doing it. But
my chat doesn't even listen to me. My chat actually does the opposite of what I say. Watch,
okay,
guys, donate to me right now. They're not going to do it.
Okay, but let's separate things here, because see, you know, a lot of people they say I'm exploiting my sister because for views.
Why would
but
they
really
say
the
that?
views came from the,
Well, why would they say that? Why would the haters say you exploit your sister?
Because they can't possibly think that we would get these number of views unless we bought them. Which, by the way, you're playing a clip that was out of context. I'm not even going to defend that one. She already knows. She knows what that was. And so it's like, it's kind of like, what was the question again?
Well, okay, you're talking about you wanted to do a GoFundMe, but you're not sure about the GoFundMe for your sister's teeth, right?
I've done a GoFundMe in the past, and honestly, they're a lot of work, and it didn't really turn out that well. I mean, it's not something that I want. I mean, it's like I can finance this. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. But the point is that
maybe you don't have to finance it yourself.
Hold on. What I'm trying to do is get my sister a full set of teeth. How I do it, I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm putting it out there.
Yeah.
But before I even got out there, you were telling people not that. I'm trying to help out a mentally disabled person.
Okay, I hear you. Yeah.
Hold on. I don't give a shit if you like me or not. You don't give a shit if you like what my wife does or not. But that's what I'm trying to do. And the first thing all you could do based upon talking to those people was try to get people not to help her. Not that we're asking for that. We haven't even asked for that yet.
Okay.
But that was the spirit of where you were coming from. And that's kind of like, I just knew you were a good guy. And I knew if I just kind of showed you what we were doing, like you'd be like, I don't know if
bro.
You know,
that's very noble. That's very noble. Does she have Medicaid? Does she have Medicaid?
Okay, well, let me ask you a question. Since you're asking about Medicaid, and there's a lot of this pushing around, and I'm kind of tired of it, because I used to be like this too. Let the government take care of it. Do you think the government's going to take care of her implants?
Yes.
You're insane. No, they're not. That's why. It's not happening.
Hold on. No, Rich. This is a moment to be real. I'm going to be real with you. Okay.
Yeah, tell me, man. If you got it, send me a link, bro.
No, I'm gonna be real. Okay.
Make it happen.
I understand that she's special needs, right? And I know that you guys live in Nevada, right? Okay. I know that state has, obviously they have Medicaid, and they have programs for people with IDD that are special needs that will pay for dental. They have those programs.
Dental. But what will they pay for? Do you know?
They pay for
dental's a pretty wide variety of what you're saying. You know what they pay for? Instead of trying to save her teeth that they could have, they extracted all 32 of them so Dr. Selznick could charge the state $35,000, $1,000 for each tooth for extraction. And then you know what they said? We're not doing implants. Those are too expensive. We'll give you dentures. So the dentist who made these dentures tried to force her to wear these dentists, but the dentists don't get paid unless she accepts them. She didn't like them. They hurt.
So
in fact, they weren't even supposed to
was going
extract
to
her
help
teeth,
with
so
the
they
dentures,
really,
but you don't want y'all don't want the dentures. You want the actual implants.
It's not me. It's what she wants, man. She had the dentures. She didn't like them. They hurt. And they should have probably saved some of her teeth. They'll pay for the dentures. They're not going to pay for the implants. So that's the big thing. Like, you wanted it. Well, great. She doesn't want the dentures. She'd rather have no teeth at all because the dentures hurt her mouth. And if you ask anybody who's ever had dentures, they will agree with you. And so I will do what I can to get her the teeth, but Medicaid ain't going to pay for it.
Well,
and if it does,
try to get a doctor's note for it or something. Try to see if you can get it covered, man. I mean, there has to be a way.
Right, bro. Bro, you're living in fucking fantasy land, bro. Okay, I gotta go. But I love you.
You
That's
go.
Awesome, Dan, man.
Go.
Keep doing what you do.
Fun.
I don't give a shit. Pull my old shit. You can talk shit about me, but I just wanted to bring you a present so you could hear what I'm actually doing today, not what we were doing 6 months ago. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, you take it easy, man.
All right, man. Thank you.
Bye. All right. That one was more nice. I didn't really press him on much. Or anything, really, that I think of. And technically speaking, with the IDD services that I'm thinking of, those services do not cover implants. But they do cover dentures. Sort of, kind of. You have to get a doctor's note. You have to get a doctor's note, and then you have to go through this thing, and then maybe they'll approve it. But that's if it's everything with Medicaid, man. And I know, like, he could have said, "Oh, but Medicaid is like it's hard to get stuff done now because they're like watching everything." That would have been a good rebuttal, and then that would be the truth. They are watching everything now. They're watching everything. But anyway, that was cool. He chain smokes. She chain smokes with Chuck Soda. I could have asked about that if I had a little bit more time. But is what it is. But we're on friendly terms. That's better. That means we could talk again. That's good. That's the only way you can get people to say anything is you got to be able to talk. Anyway, I don't know what Ethan Ralph's talking about. Now we're shifting gears back to Ethan Ralph. Guys, that was probably the highlight of the stream. Press the like button if you liked it, if you're thinking right now, because right now we're shifting gears back to Ethan Ralph. We haven't even done the Tectone stuff yet, which that guy's kind of a big name, right? I don't know. I don't even know who that guy is, honestly. I know who Ethan Ralph is. I know a lot more about Ethan Ralph than I do Tectone. All right. Let me turn up the volume and see what Ethan Ralph's talking about here. Are we playing music? Oh, look at that. They're being lovey-dovey right now. She's totally not leaning away. She's... Oh, fuck. Whoa, wait. Back that up. Did you see that? Did I see that right? He leans for a kiss. She backs up. Is this true romance, guys? Is this what love looks like? He had to grab the back of her neck to pull her in. He's like, "Bish, you ain't escaping me." Fucking shit, dude. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, we can't play the music. Oh, but the music to kiss to, huh? Is this the ugliest guy that she's been with? Is this the most disgusting human being she's been with? Okay, we gotta skip the music. But if we skip this part, we might skip another moment of forced kiss. She always looks high. She always looks high. All right. Let me see if the music's still going.
But he's still laughing for like. This must be somebody I know.
I'm skipping.
You guys don't understand.
Oh my god, she's licking his face. What the fuck? Holy shit. No. She just licked his freaking face. Shut the fuck up. There's no way. That would be like a punishment in hell. You Snell Lord, you die tomorrow, you wake up in hell, and your punishment is to lick Ethan Ralph's face. Do you do it? Or do you ask for what happens if you don't? Or talk about the devil. I just said your name because you're the first one I saw. What drugs are they on? I guess the best kind. Fuck the great. Like, these are the drugs you need to be on when you're like having surgery so you feel nothing. She volunteered to do that. She just licked his freaking face. Montero says it's romantic. She's going in again. Dude, she is going deep into his ear. It looked like she was like getting the earwax out of there.
I didn't ask consent. I didn't ask consent. She didn't fill out a form.
No, you know what? No, we got the form.
I would ask consent.
Okay, skip.
And
okay.
Well, made money, to be honest, but
we made money.
Jesse called me up. I mean, he called me up.
Jesse Pot Awful, yeah. They're best buddies.
Literally within 45 minutes of me getting released. And I knew he was either
That's the friend you need to have.
Live or he was recording. She didn't know that, but I did. And so I picked up the phone. He got the first exclusive, which he deserved, honestly. He deserved that. And so
shout out to Pot Awful. Happy to be here. Hopefully one day I can have his numbers. Maybe I can have a whole pizza fun thing. Though the whole branding is kind of weird, especially after the Epstein shit. Probably should not do that. Anyway. Thanks for the super chats earlier, guys. Thank you for that. That was very nice. Very generous of you guys. Appreciate that.
Shout out to Jessie. She happened to be eating coleslaw on the video that we filmed. That was not planned, but it was.
I just like coleslaw.
She just likes coleslaw.
I'm from Wisconsin.
She loves
Culver's
it.
is from Wisconsin.
Coleslaw is pretty good.
She loves
you
it.
can only eat it in Wisconsin.
She loves it.
I take your
She
fucking.
loves it.
I take them.
My fork eats your coleslaw,
Wisconsin
bitch.
cheese.
My fork eats your coleslaw,
Wisconsin
bitch.
dairy.
Yeah. So that wasn't intentional. She actually just likes coleslaw. So do I.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it reminds her of something else. I don't know.
Culver's is the best coleslaw in the fucking world.
That's what I'm saying. So.
And that's from Wisconsin.
Go ahead.
Is Lalo in the chat? If he is in the chat, I'll entertain him for a little bit for the. I'll give him. What am I thinking? I need more Jameson. That was a dumb idea.
Logatog sent $1 on Rumble.
Wow.
Josh keeps taking L's. What do you think about the whole thing with Turkey Tom?
Well, I think what he tried to do. By the way, I talked to Josh in DMs, and he's like,
sure
"Your cast need help."
He probably didn't talk to PPP or Andy Worski. Those guys are trying to act like they're like puppet masters of the Ralph Amell. Dude, I like this. I like this arc right here because like it is very likely that it's going to go the opposite of what they think it's going to go. They're probably thinking, oh, they're going to split ways. She's going to spill the beans on him and all this stuff. I don't think the Ralph Amell is going to let her go. Can you come in with him? Yeah, you can. Chap Holt, bring him in. Okay, Lalo, are you here? Are you here and queer? Sorry, it's obvious. A 42-year-old dad joke right there. Oh, my God. I'm going to say his name in chat. Lalo. Work on camera, buddy. I'll play some stripper music if he does. Now that might be the gayest thing I said today, huh? Hey, we got the ladies in the chat. We have to give them what they want. They want to see. They just want to see Lalo embarrass himself. If you throw him some money, he will. But the only way we throw him money is you throw me money, and then I give him $1, just like that. Anyway, he hasn't responded. It's kind of quiet. I guess wait for him.
And this and that, and it's first off, no. Second off, I'm not gonna give you my fucking docs.
Oh, is he in the VC already? I'm not in the VC. Is he in the VC? I was hoping to see. Don't tell me he's already in there. I'm in the VC. Yes, now you can slide on in. What's your bish? Is that a... I saw that on the stream once. What's your ish? Snowlord is in the VC, but I think she's muted. Or did I mute her by accident?
No, I had muted myself.
Okay.
So.
It happens. It's okay. How you doing, Snell?
Yeah. I'm good. I just thought maybe Lalo would like show his balls, but maybe not.
Well, no. Hopefully he doesn't show his balls, but he can twerk.
Not like really. He should twerk because he interrupted shit.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I think he owes it to us. He needs a twerk. Actually, if he does that,
I mean, like you were covering like an actual celebrity, and he's like, "What about me, guys?"
I know, right? He needs to pay respects to that. He needs to humble himself. Actually, you know what? If Lalo twerks, I think that would bring Grace out of whatever retirement she's in, because they haven't been streaming, right? They've just been on panels. So
I don't really pay attention too much to them anymore. But yeah, I haven't watched their streams. I get like tidbits from like you and like other people that like clip stuff. So
well,
sorry. Not much help with the Thorposphere anymore.
I'm still in there, man.
Good luck. Godspeed, man. I'm burnt out. I'm so burnt out.
I know. Like we're moving on though. We're moving on without them. You know, we've been talking about
with
Jeremy
bigger
and
stuff.
King,
Yeah.
Talking about Healthy Family Force. Talking about Ethan Ralph, who's an
yeah, that was insane, dude. I wish that guy would like rejoin, like, and talk, because I wanted to talk to him about, you know, his bulimia.
You don't want to pressure him too hard.
Exploitation. I don't do that. Sometimes I do,
was I being too hard? Was I being too hard? I think it
was. No, but I wanted to talk to him. Like, he like literally humiliated her to make her stop being bulimic.
Yeah.
Well, and blamed it on Yukina Cooney. What the fuck?
They try to like conditioning a dog.
Yeah, he said, I was like training a dog. You're like, wait, but you made her film herself like throwing up. It's just like training a dog, bro. It's just like training a dog. And I was just like listening to that. Like,
I wouldn't force her. She would just do it, and I'll have the camera ready. It's like, wait, what you mean? You have the camera ready to go?
Yeah, she's just you just have it ready, and she's just puking. Yeah, sure, dude.
Okay, yeah.
Like, the one way to like force someone out of like an eating disorder is to humiliate them with their eating disorder in front of like thousands of people. Like, that's not gonna cause more damage. Are you
Shalyn, you don't
kidding?
understand. That is the most healthiest thing you can do. It's healthy family
It's the healthiest family forcing thing that you can do, right? Like,
literally, yeah.
That shit was like terrifying. Like, listening to that, I was just like,
man.
oh my god.
It is
like,
kind of. It does
it's
kind of
so
remind me.
deranged.
Yeah, he is deranged.
He also said that if you eat, if you drink caffeine, you just want sugar. And that caffeine turns into sugar in your body. And I was like, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
So
I drink coffee all the time. I don't have cravings for donuts.
Yeah. I drink 1 cup of coffee in the morning, and I'm not a sugar person. I like salty shit, you know?
I mean, I used to be a sugar person, but I cut that shit out. You know, you just have to stop.
I've never been a sugar person. I think it's because my mom just never bought us like good snacks. You know what I mean?
You just
It's
got to
like,
look at
here's
that
an
box of donuts
apple.
and say,
You
not
want
today,
a banana?
man. Yeah, you just
I
have
don't
to have willpower.
know, but if you give me a bag of chips or some salsa or something, dude, I'm like chowing down on that
chips
shit.
and salsa. Yeah,
That
might be my.
I
dinner
need
tonight. I don't
salty,
know.
savory, you know. But this guy literally said that he humiliated her to train her like a dog.
Yeah, he did.
Like, that is the most abusive stuff I've ever heard.
It's
in
the
my
house
life.
of wayward hoes.
And if he ever is it also part of that?
Well, yeah,
Oh,
we're
my
like
Lord.
Ben Thorpe wouldn't.
I forget all these things are fucking connected. I always forget. I'm like, oh yeah, Ava.
I think it's because we're talking about Healthy Family Force. I can't help but to think about Ava
Yeah.
and her pretty face.
Yeah.
So I did say that.
Well, her lazy. Don't forget about her lazy eye, and she can't do her eyeliner.
I look the other
right?
way.
So.
No, I'm not gonna. No, don't besmirk her.
You look at the other eye, not the lazy one. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I will besmirk her.
Ava
Ava knows that. Ava knows I've been talking to her about her eye makeup
okay?
for years.
She's a sweetheart.
Okay.
But no, she was like the first wayward hoe,
definitely.
or number 2 wayward hoe, if you count Grace.
She was, yeah.
And Ben tried to condition.
first, like,
Ben wanted to condition her like a dog and make her heel.
Yes. That was really fucking crazy. He said, pretend you two were together. And like, it was super gross. Yeah. I remember all that.
God, it would be gross.
but-
So what I'm trying to
try
say
to, like,
here,
block
what
it
I'm
out
trying
of
to
my
say
memory.
here is Ben and Rich are not too far apart, but actually, I think Rich was
No,
successful.
I think so.
I don't know about that one.
I think they're both on the same level of crazy. Absolutely. And I just want that Rich guy to, like, I would like to talk to him about, like, counseling, like bulimic counseling and stuff like that. Psychiatric
you know what's super
care.
duper?
You didn't watch the Tectone stuff today, but
No, we
like,
still have time. We're gonna watch it.
Yeah, no, but I did want to say it reminded me a lot of when Tectone was telling his girlfriend, right, Pink, what to say to the actual psychiatrist and to tell them what her actual, actually interfering with her, like, medical treatment.
I think we shift gears and go from Ethan Ralph to Tectone. Hey, it's Southern Girl.
I mean,
what's
if you
going on?
want, I mean, yeah, what's up?
So
Sylvan?
the one thing I wanted to say is the whole thread in all of this is if you put it all together, you've got Rich and Ben and Tectone have a lot of similarities.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
So if you want to link it back to that, if you watch the Tectone doc, you've got him, like, all the manipulation and the whiteboard.
It's so bad,
All
dude. The
three.
whiteboard. Yeah, I don't know if Batman got to
Shut
watch
up. He
that,
uses a
but
whiteboard?
he has a whiteboard,
Yes.
and he would outline her problems and how they were wrong and how she was just making them up, and then also, like, what kind of medical treatment she needed for that and what kind of drugs she needed. Yeah. A whiteboard.
So you've got all three of
fucking
them.
whiteboard,
It's the trifecta. It's the trifecta of evil
dude.
with those
It
three
is.
men.
It is. If you use a whiteboard, I have a really cute one that I don't even use. I haven't hung it up on the wall because I'm like, that might put me in, like, a bad situation, you know? Like,
I'm just
having a
saying it's
whiteboard.
perfect for the fact that you had Rich on and he just perfectly displayed, like, the behaviors of those three. I'm telling you, it's the
Those types
trifecta
of,
of
yes,
evil.
it was. It
So,
was, and it all
there you
happened
go.
in, like,
Dude,
one day.
that
Yeah,
would
it was pretty
perfect.
cool.
That would have been the perfect title of the stream if I had been thinking about that.
Yeah.
Put a bow on it.
Yeah, well,
You
it
got
came late,
Edwin.
like, the video stuff. So, like, yeah, you didn't have time to, like, search
I'm
through
gonna-
it. But yeah,
no,
the
after the stream
whiteboard
is
was
done, I'm gonna
like,
rename it Trifecta of Evil and have a better thumbnail.
It really is.
What was the old name? Not the something of evil.
The Trinity?
What was
And
it?
that's a holy trinity.
No, y'all used to get like pinpointed into something.
I don't know.
Something of evil. You were there. At
Council
some
of
point.
Evil.
no,
The
good-
council.
Anyway,
The
Council of Evil. Yeah,
Council of
thank you.
Evil.
The Council of Evil.
I know, because
yeah.
I was a member. I
Yeah, that's what I said. You
That's
fucking know. I couldn't remember.
I can't. You know what? I don't have time to get into that. Anyway,
it's so long ago. It reminded me when we said the trifecta people. My bad.
I think you did well with letting Rich just spout total like it was such
Just
utter
cook,
nonsense
dude.
and show
Yeah.
all of that. So
Yep.
good job on that. I just wanted to tie it all back together with the Tectone stuff because I was
That's
like
it, yeah,
amazed.
it is.
I didn't know all
And
that
Chad,
stuff
that's
about
why it's good to have the
Tectone.
ladies around because they know how to do that, man. They know how to like make it all perfect and just make it all make sense and organize it. Okay.
We like to wrap things into like little bows, and just tie them and
We're
put them
just
how to do
somewhere.
that.
We need bows on things,
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dip. I just
Wrap it
wanted to
up.
say that.
All right, you
Love
take it easy, Southern girl.
Love you guys.
Take it easy.
Bye.
Love you, Southern.
Oh, and Lalo's in the chat. Lalo, you could join. You got 2 minutes to twerk your ass. You better twerk your ass, honey.
Yeah.
I'm calling him honey now. Now we're getting
Honey.
we're getting weird.
Hey, honey.
Hey, honey. I mean, what's the act gay?
Lalo, I'm so not stalking you on the streets of downtown Tucson anymore, so you're safe, bro.
Come on, honey. Twerk that ass for me.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Pull Grace out of retirement. Get her a clip
Grace
that
doesn't even
she
like
would
him.
have
That's
to
really
react to on
funny.
her own stream. Come on.
Give her some content, bro. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, you're the content creating machine, dude. I'm just a dude who's on the sidelines commentating on everything.
Same.
Just a sports game
He's not
announcer,
gonna
man.
go on camera. He's not gonna join the VC or do anything.
Probably not. He's probably too afraid. I'll give
Scaredy.
him.
He's a scaredy cat. He's a little scaredy cat.
He was too afraid to panel up with OPC Don, so he's kind of a pussy.
That's retarded. Yeah, that guy's retarded. So it's
Yeah.
like talking to a retarded person. You can be afraid. Like, how are you afraid to talk to like someone with like Down syndrome almost?
Hey,
I don't
Down
get
syndrome
that.
people are cool, man. OPC Don's a whole other
They
spectrum.
are. Yeah, that is true. But he is like brain
Oh,
damage.
there we go. Lalo, no, you're
he
there.
came.
I saw.
He was there.
Dude, I was like,
I'll
there's
let him see. I'll be back in like 2 seconds.
All right.
But is he gonna rejoin?
maybe he doesn't.
Lalo, he's having
no,
connection
It has to just be me
issues.
and him. He doesn't like women.
No,
He's afraid of women.
he can. If you want me to leave, I'll leave.
No, you
It's
can stay.
fine.
You can
if
stay.
you want him on, he's scared.
Come on, Lalo.
Aww.
We're about to shift into Tectone. Because I think
Yeah.
Hey, it's me, Jeremy. if we got a little downtime, I could name anyone in the sector and I'll do an impression of them. I'm pretty good at impressions.
Okay. OPC Don.
Hey, it's me, OPC Don. I like shit. And hey, does that RV need fixing? Anyone? Go on. Name anyone else. I'll do an impression.
Okay.
Pretty good.
King.
Hey, it's me, King TL. I'm screaming loads.
You got to hit your camera too.
See, they're pretty good.
Yeah, that's
pretty
good. Yeah, you're doing pretty good, Jeremy. And do your open mic stuff, man.
Right.
All
Okay,
right. I don't think Lalo's going to join, guys.
I got one more. I've been working on this one.
All right, you do a
Knock,
dead man.
knock.
Do a dead man. I'm curious.
No, I'll do dead man. You can't follow me on this. Knock,
Okay.
knock.
Who's there?
Courtney, can I come in? Grace said we can be friends.
Courtney who?
Courtney Forbes.
Oh.
Oh wait, are we doing impressions still? I just got back.
Yeah,
Sorry.
here's my impression of Dead Man. I'm a big baby and I eat onions.
Oh my lord.
It's pretty
That's
good,
only
pretty
partially
good, right?
true.
Pretty good.
Cheeseless squeeze.
I've been working on these.
Yeah.
He's
Doing
working
good, man.
on
I like the
them.
material.
Yeah.
We do it.
Yeah. I haven't
comedy
got a laptop, but
night
I got a
stream.
notepad now. And
Hey,
Oh,
Lalo.
we got
There you go.
Lalo.
Lalo, how's it going, dude?
Lalo, what's up, dude?
Lalo.
hey,
kids.
Lalo.
Okay, we got kids. That's cute, dude. I'm like twice your age.
Hey, dude, that's weird. That's a weird thing to say
All
to
right.
adults, but
Isn't
okay.
it norm?
Hey, honey.
Norm?
Hey,
I
honey.
don't know, I'm not Gen
Hey,
Z.
Lalo, you and I both know Grace is starving for content, so let's give her something, dude.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, Dead Man was literally like talking about some like hot shit that happened, and you're like, guys, like twerk or something, dude. Like, give us something to like
You sound
fucking work
transgender to
with.
me.
Twerk your ass, dude.
That's new.
Turn on your
You're
cam.
trans?
Am I?
Come on.
Yeah, this is actually the first time I've ever spoken to Lalo.
She's also
I guess.
blind. She's also blind.
I'm blind and trans and black and fat.
And blind. She has no eyes.
Very cool.
Yeah,
All right,
she
He doesn't
literally-
like
I
me
thought
'cause
you
I
wanted to ask
follow
me about the
him.
OPC thing.
Okay, so
Why are you so like uppity all the time? Like that's what I
Uppity?
don't get. Like, yeah,
I'm
like
laying
you had
back.
to attack. You attacked me like out of nowhere. I don't know.
No, your voice took me out of a sort.
Your
'Cause I was
voice.
sitting on
Here's
3X.
my
and it was
impression
Sounds like a literal
I'm
like
so
half
uppity.
Mexican like bubble butt like Tucsonan. Like your voice creeps me out. So
that neg is
I don't know.
rather
Lalo,
pathetic.
you're not gonna take that,
All
are
right,
you?
so
You're
then,
gonna have to sword fight Shalin
he just doesn't like me because he
I don't know
knows
who
I
Shalin
follow
is.
him on the street.
or Snell.
I'm Snail.
You're gonna have to sword fight Snell. Okay.
That sounds familiar. All right, anyway. So
That
what was
sounds
your question?
familiar.
All right. So,
You're so
OPC
scared of
Don,
me.
why
Okay.
didn't you panel up with him, bro? Are you afraid?
No,
He's a
okay, so here's
baby.
what happened, right?
He's a pussy.
OPC Don's
No,
gonna
no,
clip
no.
this.
So he was
I
late
know
to
he doesn't
start his
like
own
me.
stream. It was supposed to start in Arizona time at 5:30.
Uh-huh.
I was having a pack of smoke until 5:31. Then I went up, I pissed, I was trying to find my hair gel, I couldn't find it, so I spent 5 minutes trying to find it. And then I noticed that he had a stream that was 5.5 minutes, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And then it turned out that he ended it because I didn't get there within like a certain time frame, which is ridiculous. And then I was in the VC for like 20 minutes. I'm like, okay, like where are you? He's like, oh, you know what? I don't even want to fight you. I want to fight TK. And I'm like, okay, like no one cares. So
You know what? I actually believe Lalo's story.
That was actually really boring. I thought it'd be
It was
more.
a boring story, but you know
intense.
why I believe it? Because
Yeah,
he mentioned the hair gel.
yeah.
He mentioned the
Yeah.
hair gel.
Yeah. Same. I was like,
he
oh,
is the sort of
and
guy
I
that
will
would,
say
he would hair gel his
he
his
does
hair.
do his
Yeah.
eyebrows, and I always comment on how his bronzer and his foundation is off for skin tone. He doesn't like that. So yeah, when he talks about hair gel, it was a legit story.
He
for
has
sure.
the face of a Mexican news anchor. Okay, like
I'll take it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not around here. I wouldn't say.
You remind me of Kill Tony and Ben Affleck fucked.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Anyway,
So
the
anyway,
question,
so are
He's a
you actually
very
gonna fight
rude
him or what?
person.
Or is this
Say
not
that.
gonna happen?
no, I'm willing to do it. It's just that he keeps skirting me, and if you're really down to fight someone and you
So
have
you're gonna
no
like
life with
fist
OPC,
fight. You're trying to fist fight somebody, and they're just like not showing up to the fight.
almost, yeah, no, I'd like to wrestle OPC, but he's like, oh, I want to do MMA, and they better have a big
What?
ref because I won't stop beating him into the ground. I'm like, dude,
That
I don't even
guy
think
has
about you.
so many head injuries that he
Well-
is incapable of even doing that.
Well, the
like,
way I think about it
safely.
is like, it's like in Mad Men when he runs into the nerd in the elevator, and then Don Draper's
yeah.
like, I don't even think about you. This guy like wants to kill me. I'm like, dude, what? So he's a
Why?
weirdo.
Because you guys
I'm
are
sorry.
fighting over the
I'm
same
sorry.
girl,
Wait,
or what?
Lalo. It was supposed to be a boxing
Yeah.
match, but are you the one that suggested wrestling?
Yeah, I think so. That's what it
Yeah.
sounded like.
Well, I don't want him to
Lalo,
mess up my
pull them
face.
fat cheeks out. Come on now, don't be shy.
Yeah.
What's up, Gucci
Okay,
Bear?
now we got
Come
Gucci
on.
in here.
Gucci.
You got
Put
that
that
ass
ass out,
of,
dude.
of a chick at a donkey show.
Dude, he's got
Yeah.
that little bubble butt. It's just like boop,
But
boop,
sub
boop.
will throw some donations if you pull that ass out. Make it interesting. We don't want to
Yeah,
hear your
as a-
voice. You're a
yeah,
lot
I mean,
prettier when you're
as a
shut
gay
up.
man, do it.
Now, totally
Oh,
won't
shut
be
up,
filtered
Gucci.
through me, but yeah.
Is he not gonna twerk? Like, are you not gonna
Come
twerk,
on.
Lalo? Like,
Come on,
for real?
Lalo,
do
Like,
it
you
for me.
interrupted.
Lalo, I
like,
got something
Yeah,
I
you
gotta
guys
say.
are weird.
Lalo,
You guys are weirdos.
if you do it,
Why is that weird? Everyone twerks.
come on, Lalo, we could do it together.
Twerk,
We could
twerk,
strip
Why don't you do
together.
it?
Yeah.
it's not
What
weird.
if
Real
that?
girl.
What
Why
if
don't you
that
do it?
man twerks with you? What
Yeah,
about
we
that?
could have a twerk off
I could
right now.
I could care less. That's like
Dude,
if OPC said,
you
"Oh, I'll
won't-
do a
you won't
twerk
do
Dude,
a
off."
Grace
I'm
is
like,
twerk
right,
off with
dude. You're
Mr.
not
Dead
content,
Man,
You're
dude.
content death, dude.
He's so boring.
If you're
He's
content,
Yeah,
you would,
boring.
Dead Man,
you
Dead
would,
Man,
you
you
would
are
bring
right,
your ass
yeah.
out right now and twerk,
No.
dude.
Dude, who would
You're not
not
even a
work
maggot.
with
You're
that
the
man?
wrong kind of maggot.
A messed out prostitute in a hotel room in New York
He's
City.
boring. He's just like this weird normie Mexican guy. Like, why?
Jesus Christ.
Why is he online? Like, I don't get it. You won't even twerk with Dead Man.
I know.
Like, and you'll
What's
get
the purpose
donos,
of the internet but to twerk
dude.
with
Like,
me?
what the fuck? Yeah.
Anyway.
Like, what else is there right now? Yeah, he doesn't want to twerk.
Yeah, you know what? I think the Thorpe bubble is
You could
okay.
get like $15, dude, if you twerk.
That's major
I'll
money for the
donate.
unemployed. Yeah.
If you
yeah,
twerk,
good
I'll
point.
never tell another joke.
If you twerk,
That means a lot.
yeah, Bully will never ever come in and tell a joke, and
Who the
I will
hell is
donate
Bully? I'm Jeremy.
$15 to your channel.
King TL's
How
cooler
about
than you,
that?
Lalo. King TL would twerk.
I know, at least like
King TL would actually fucking do it.
come on and like
He
talk
would.
to me
He
and
would.
shit.
Where's
Yeah.
King?
Guy's like he's like hiding in his little shell.
King
like,
would do it.
Wallow. King would
Okay, I'm
do
getting a
it.
headache. I'm getting a headache.
You're getting a migraine. You should probably take your Adderall.
Yeah, don't touch
Nope.
your head too much. Your hair will fall out.
Just maybe. Your hair will
Also,
fall out.
watch the products you're using on your face because a lot of them contain a lot of harmful chemicals.
I don't use any skin products.
And if you're
I've
sat in
seen
a- if you're
your
sat in
face
a
has
cold
makeup
car-
on
Use a
it,
sperm.
Lalo. He is not.
If you're
He's
sat in a
got.
cold
I've
car,
seen
you
his
can breathe in your hands.
contour be all off. I judge him all the
What?
time on his makeup. Like when
What?
he's live, he does not like that.
I'm too
So.
cheap for
If you get cold, you can set.
You're
No, wait,
not.
hold on. Lalo, for real though, we have you on here. Is there any other content that's brewing other than some wrestling match that's not going to happen?
Okay, so here's what's happening. Damius paid to exile me because he's jealous of me, and the Thorbs have no content of their own. I think they're live now to approximately 10 viewers, which is funny because they're debating religion on the channel, in which there's 7 people on panels, so they have like maybe
Yeah, 'cause
3
no one
people.
cares
And what,
about
and
it,
what
yeah.
about me, Jeremy? How many viewers do I have?
I think Jeremy has about 40 viewers, no donos,
Man,
and
I'm killing
that's
it.
about it. I'm playing the long game, you know.
You should be playing your long game and doing twerks, and then everyone will watch this stream, and then you'll get $15.
Yeah, Lalo, I mean, you would make
and
it
then
pretty.
you would take viewers from there to here.
Yeah,
and
It might
I think you
inspire
would
me
make
to
it
write
pretty
some
big
jokes.
if you were to
He's
twerk
a
on
bad
camera.
I think he's a bad businessman when it comes to like content, like what actually like is needed. But that's just my
Great.
opinion.
Okay, so
Lalo,
I
if you twerk, I'll bring the big
challenge,
baby back.
what?
If you
If
twerk,
you
I will
I'll
twerk
bring
my
the baby
ass
back.
as the big
Yeah.
baby, fully diped up, diped up.
Yeah. No, don't. That is too much. See, this is why you.
What are you
need
on
to
about?
talk to
He's a
people
free
before
man
you
now.
commit
He
to
can wear
things.
nappies.
No, he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. It's a bet.
You can say my name. It's
I
fine.
could say anything in this bet. I could be like, dude, I will.
Right.
I'll stop. But I could say anything.
I just don't want
He's not gonna do
you
it. He's not gonna twerk.
to
He's not gonna twerk his
commit to
ass.
something. I know it's weird. He twerk his ass for Ben though, which is kind of weird.
Shake it,
If he
baby.
smacked him around a little bit.
Lalo, dance your way to the top.
Dance your way to the top, Lalo.
Hey,
Shake
would
it,
you?
baby.
I mean, honestly, like you did sleep in a bed awkwardly. Try to sleep in a bed with Ben, but you won't twerk your ass just for like a funny thing to make $15. Like you made less than $15 that visit, so you know.
Yeah, no.
Just trying to be helpful, you know.
So I think the next step here for Deadman is to challenge OPC to call in. Maybe he can argue against
Oh,
me.
you're such a
because nobody's
pussy,
going
dude.
to-
You're
If
such
you'll
a
do it-
fucking
Such a
pussy.
I mean,
pussy,
You're
man.
I don't think-
such
I
a
think
fucking
OPC Don is afraid of me or
boring
something.
pussy,
I don't-
Oh my
dude.
god. I
You're
would like to
such a
see you
boring
twerk.
fucking
You're such a boring,
pussy.
fucking, pathetic pussy.
You are
Okay.
a boring
You are
pussy.
a
Okay,
fucking
You
Lalo,
really
pussy.
Lalo.
Oh my
are.
god.
Yeah, dude. You
Lalo,
really
listen to me. Listen to me.
are.
Listen to me, Lalo. Stay in the
Jeez,
chat.
man.
I will try to get OPC Don on. There's no guarantees, but stay in the chat. You know, kind of lurk like you do, and we'll cover the other stuff. But
And I'll be
meanwhile,
nice.
I'll try to hit up OPC Don. I think he might have me blocked. I'm not sure.
You might
Someone
want
in
to
the
do the
chat message
tactile
OPC
stuff
Don
like
to come here now.
tomorrow. You might want to do the
Yes.
Tectone stuff tomorrow when you have like more like time probably to review it because it's
Yeah.
fucking insane.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Sure.
Really?
Totally.
So, I'm not
Because I have
talking
nothing
to
but
you,
time. It's only 9 o'clock over here.
Mexican. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, sweet.
Well,
Oh, you're mocking me because you're what? You don't like
because
me?
you're like,
you don't even, you don't
you're
even
like,
know me.
you don't even know me.
apparently.
Like, apparently.
You apparently don't know me.
You sound like Fred Frigglehorn on HRT.
Whoa, shit. Wait, Lala, do that. Lala, do that again. Do that voice again.
Do that voice again, because, like, honestly...
Oh, dude, that should be your voice.
What?
Yeah.
That should be your voice.
That is his voice.
Like, when I hear it, I picture Lalo, actually.
What's the difference?
Weird.
Okay, anyway. Lalo, hang
So we
around.
know-
I'll try to
we
get
know-
OPC Don on.
yeah.
Meanwhile, we'll watch Tectone. I got plenty of time, and I got a bottle of Jameson. Okay?
Oh, no.
Right.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay.
Lord have mercy on my soul. I'm going to church Sunday. Oh, he's in the chat right now.
Oh, cool.
Hey, OPC.
No, the Gobbledygook, no, actually, we do want him on, and because we want to have this discussion about the boxing match. I swear, Lalo, if you leave right now, you're
That's
the biggest
interesting.
fucking pussy I've ever seen.
Yeah,
in my goddamn life.
dude, you gotta
and
talk
I've seen
about
some
this
fucking
boxing
huge
match,
pussies.
dude.
Okay?
Yeah. Big one.
Wait,
You
yeah.
seem really, really
Wait,
gapping,
Gobbledygook. Wait, no, wait, this is
pussy.
amazing. No, wait, hold on. Hold on a second. So, Gigi doesn't want OPC to call in here. How much money is she backing with us?
What?
$2. It doesn't matter. Like I know what she's saying, but like this is like we're trying to cook some content that may or may not happen. I understand, guys, but like we gotta.
Well, okay. So my point is that OPC is trying to hide behind the skirt of Gigi, which is rather disgusting. It's pathetic. The guy is 50, no kids, no bitches, one-person company, by the way, and it's rather depressing.
Well,
All
that
right,
does
chat.
sound
If OPC
fucking
Don
depressing.
joins, we're
Thanks for
talking
bringing me
only
down
about
there
the
a little
boxing
bit.
match. That's what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
I know some people don't like him for like reasons, and I understand the reasons. But we're not talking about this.
Okay,
here.
well,
this
OPC,
is like
you need to
you're at a
call in.
bar and these two guys are just here talking, and they need to sort something out.
Yeah.
and then they move on their merry way.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
the
Well,
VC
I need to connect to my laptop if OPC is going to call in, so I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
Excuses? What? Why laptop? What's the difference between your phone and a laptop if OPC Don joins?
You sound like Jeremy not being able to like talk to somebody.
Because my
without
phone's
a
going to die
laptop.
outside. I was having a cigarette, so
It's a very Jeremy moment right now.
You're having a
I'll be
mag.
back in
Okay.
5.
We only want Lalo buns, hon. I know, right? But he won't show the buns. But maybe he gets a laptop and shows buns. All right. Well, VC's closed. At least I'm out of there. Thank you, Snell. Thank you. It's good. Good commentary. You can be co-host one day. All right, she left. I left too. All right. All right. Let's shift gears. Ethan, Ralph. I mean, I'm not going to miss anything if I shift gears, right? There's no way something new happens with Ethan, Ralph, and this Scarlett Hampton girl. It's not like they're going to get married right here on stream. If I wake up tomorrow hungover and that'd be fucked. I'd be fucked. All right, Tectone. You guys know Tectone. I don't know him. You guys know him. Probably. He's pretty popular. He's pretty famous. He's in some trouble.
It's been 8 months since my first video on.
Shout out to Shamu. I'm like the most ethical reactor. I shout out the people I react to. Shout out to Shamu. If you like the video, go support his channel. Throw him $1. Okay? There you go.
Tectone covering his tumultuous and allegation-ridden relationships. Since then, a judge ruled in civil court that based on evidence and testimony presented, that Tectone likely raped.
A familial
Damn shit. So the court is saying it most likely happened. That's not looking good.
obligated rapist.
Stalked.
I'm stalking you.
And was a self-admitted oofy-doofy schizophrenic.
I'm schizophrenic and I have a gun. I'm a very dangerous man.
If you are unaware and want to know more on the timeline of Tectone's history, be sure to check out my first video on him. However, briefly, in February of 2024, Tectone's ex-wife Freem was going to come out with SA allegations against him. Lawsuits and courtfare would then lock these allegations under an NDA. However, later, Tectone's ex-girlfriend Pinkchu would also make allegations, which this time became public. These allegations Pink made would ignite a long battle between the two, which would end up in civil court where a judge found that there were reasonable grounds to believe that Tectone committed SA and stalking.
Shit. Fuck.
Would file for a protection order on August 21st of 2025, just 1 month after my second video, and it wasn't until January 23rd of 2026 that a trial would take place with everything on the line.
They go after my family and they call me a generational rapist in front of 1.2 million people. It's been a wild ride because I'm telling you, when I get exonerated,
well, is he a generational rapist? I mean, if the tree is a rape tree and an apple falls from a rape tree, what kind of apple is it? I think it's a rape apple.
I'm going nuclear. I did everything for you. I helped you with everything. I fixed everything for you. I was there for you like nobody else was there for you in your whole life. I fantasize about getting the report that says your case has been indefinitely suspended.
They call him a generational rapist? Yes.
Be sure to like the video and leave a comment.
Was that? What voice was that? Was that Asmongold?
Comment as it helps with the algorithm. If you want to support, you can do so with the links on screen now. This video will look to illustrate why Tectone lost his case in such a spectacular fashion. By considering testimony, court and medical records, along with greater contextual evidence from what Tectone has said on his streams, it should become quite clear why Tectone lost his case. Beyond the courtroom, we will also look at how Tectone has leveraged his relationships with other online creators.
Whoa, legal mindset. Hey, doesn't this guy get in trouble with like you know, I don't know much about his drama. I don't know anything about his dirty laundry. I just heard some things. I'm not really sure, so I'm going to hold my tongue on that. I don't know.
Creators to defend him, issue talking points, and in some cases directly attack Pink, who had just been given a 10-year protection order against him.
Okay.
Tectone could be seen as a use case for what not to do when accused of SA. In court, Pink had medical records of a lip injury sustained during the alleged assault. So what does Tectone do? Talks about and confirms the injury on stream.
You know what you can't do to women who have lip filler? You can't f their mouth because it'll rupture the fucking lip filler.
More on this later.
Shit. Well, thank you for saying it.
Tectone was represented by Jeffrey Puryear, who has experience in cases involving SA and abuse allegations. On his front page, the one case that is listed in detail is a summary of a man he represented who was accused of abusing his stepdaughter. After Mr. Puryear represented him, he was found not guilty. Pink Chu was represented by Michelle L. Locke, who specializes in divorce, custody, and protective order applications.
Oh, she looks tough. She looks real tough. All right, she's gonna win. Already, you can tell. You already know.
In Tectone's lawyer's opening statement in just the second paragraph, it contradicts what Tectone has lied to his audience in the past about. It states, quote, "It's true that the applicant, or Pink, never paid rent," end quote. However, during Tectone's original response to these allegations, he claimed the exact opposite.
You say that I would say, do your job, you don't pay rent. This is factually untrue. Here is you paying rent, not one time, but multiple times. That is you paying rent.
He is also...
It didn't look like she was paying rent.
Claimed the opposite of this as well.
It's Pink's responsibility, and the reality is that she's in my house role-playing as a goth Hooters order to her waitress. And honestly, it's really annoying because the reality is she doesn't pay rent. The reality is she doesn't pay rent.
What Tectone was trying to sleight of hand here is that Pink originally was not paying rent. Allegedly, when Tectone made it...
You know what? She probably wasn't paying rent. He was probably fucking her mouth and fucking her ass in lieu of rent. That's exactly what was happening, huh? Yeah. I mean, if you have that sort of exchange, that sort of agreement, and it's consensual, well, then that's one thing. Cash, grass, or ass. You know?
Pink's job to perform oral acts on him in lieu of paying rent, she asserted that she wanted to pay rent. So Tectone's lawyer's opening statement, totally contradicting his own public response to SA allegations, is a good sign as to how this trial would go. Pink would take the stand and flesh out some of the allegations being made and the start of their relationship.
Kind of sucks. She does look kind of cute. But anyway, moving on. Sorry, it's a new era of Dead Man. I'm adjusting. You're going to have to adjust with it. It's kind of weird. We're moving on.
Quote, "He told me, he said, I could change your life. I'm in OTK. I have connections. You should just move in with me. You won't have to pay rent, and I will help you, and you can try to help me. Here's some vitamins, and was like, I'll change your life, and we'll get you better, and kept telling me that he's going to change my career. In regards to OTK, the org Tectone was a part of, she stated, they have pretty
like there was Asmund.
much control in Austin to make and break your career. Whether you get invited to collaborations or get sponsorships, they also have control, and the owners own one of the largest management companies that I was also a part of at the time, or he got me into, because that was another promise he said he could do.
Right.
According to Pink, originally she was doing graphic design and thumbnails for Tectone.
So promise of money, promise of resources. All right. To kind of bring her in. Okay.
And to compensate for paying rent, but this would become warped over time. Quote,
hey, Edward. Hit me up on Discord, dude. We need to make the Monty thing happen. I know you're probably worried about me getting hurt. That probably might happen, dude. But for content, I'm willing to do it.
I just would help him with some thumbnails. So in my assumption, it would just be helping him because I do graphic design and media. So I like make his thumbnails and edited some things
worry, I'm
for
not
him.
gonna bang her.
It went from make this thumbnail for me to he kept telling me to suck his and at the time he would tell me, do you?
It went from make this thumbnail for me and then all of a sudden suck his dick. And do your job. You don't pay rent. So what's the job? Sucking his dick? Oh, fuck. That's fucked. Do your job. So suck his dick. You don't pay rent. You pay rent with the mouth.
Do your job, you don't pay rent. And those are the words that I clearly remember. Okay, and how soon after you moved in did those issues begin? Pretty right away. I think once he had said that in particular, I felt disgusted and then told him I wanted to pay rent. And that's why soon after, towards the end, I believe it was the end of February, I started paying rent. I gave him $1,000. I said I didn't like that dynamic. It made me feel disgusting. What Pink Chu alleges in her testimony paints Tectone as a very
she's just there to try to create content in the content house, all this stuff. And he is like, suck my dick, you're in this house. Now, one could say she could leave. Right, she could. She could have just left. She could have. But she brought this stuff up to a judge, and the judge was like, no, that's fucked up. And it is fucked up. Like, because there's probably a lot more to this. So let's play.
Manipulative person. Whenever I had complaints about how he was treating me or anything, he said,
Because I'm kind of curious if there was like some sort of like threats that he would, implied and all that he would use to kind of coerce her into sucking his dick. The whole Ralph Amell sort of tactic, except done not in a drunken out, pilled out way.
Manipulative person. Whenever I had complaints about how he was treating me or anything, he said, because I'm autistic, my version of reality is not like normal people, and that he would have to explain to me what was really going on. And you all had a journal, is that right? I kind of just started one. He had me write a list of things he said that were wrong with me that he said I needed to give my psychiatrist. And then he later...
Oh, shit, dude. That's like fucking brainwashing shit. That's like the shit... Dude... If someone's telling you, if you're with someone, they're like, oh, man, you have problems. Dude. No. This right here is, I'm seeing this as fucking brainwashing shit right here. For real.
Graded me on the things he thinks I need to work on.
What's really fun about this camera, I knew it would work great, right? But Pink is stupid, and she has this thing called social anxiety.
And what did he say that you needed to go see a psychiatrist for?
By the way, dude, this is the only way this guy can get his dick sucked is having a content house, having a woman in there, and then do like this whole like, all right, well, since you're in this house and you don't pay rent, you got to do your job. That's the only way he can do it.
Memory recollection was incorrect. I believe I wrote it in my journal. I can't remember by specific.
I can't tell you how many times I go into something with good faith. The other person doesn't have proper memory recollection, gets confused about what they're doing, the stress of the situation gets to them, and then they just They say, oh, this is not the word, but they'll say things like, oh, you gaslighted me, you manipulated me, you're strawmanning me.
He said I was immature, that my memory recollection was incorrect, that my phrasing, he would say things and then I would phrase it incorrectly, that I lacked communication skills, that I was depressed and dooming a lot, that I wasn't a positive person. I didn't take accountability. I was not independent enough. I was paranoid and I had no emotional control. Peak would continue by claiming Tectone would have her write a list on paper of what she needed to tell her doctors during her online appointments.
And then I pull out the whiteboard.
Another insane...
Shut the fuck up. Dude, this guy has like total control over her. He's like, oh, I know what's wrong with you, honey. You're going to tell the doctor this. And then he's going to pull out the whiteboard. Are you fucking serious? These guys and whiteboards, I swear to God, the whiteboard was never brought up with my wife. If it gets brought up, I would have destroyed that motherfucker, okay? Holy shit. But I do get a lot of, you need to continue therapy. And I'm like, maybe your therapist isn't doing the fucking job because we wouldn't be in this fucking situation. Oh, I'm telling too much. Maybe too much Jameson? Not enough. I'm going to have some more, but the vault's going to be sealed. I'll tell you what, though. We're about $20 away from the big goal for a cigar. Let's make that happen, honey.
Same thing we got out of this trial was that Tectone, when he had a disagreement with Pink, or when he wanted to explain why her memory recollection of events was incorrect, would actually sit Pink down at a whiteboard and John Madden gameplay why she can't remember events clearly, or why he's correct on something they did.
Shut up! No way! Safe word equals more? How's that the safe word? That would be so confusing as a safe word. What the fuck? It's okay because she said stop, but like in a sexy way? No. This is deep fake. This is AI. This has to be AI generated. This cannot be real. This
Disagree
can't be
about.
real. This is
Pink's
fake.
lawyer says the Tectone.
Fuck up. Someone in the chat who knows, let me know, was that a real image or was that AI generated? Because that was too much. That cannot be real. I can't tell anymore. And I love the year we live in, dude. You can't tell anymore. It looks legit. Safe word equals more. I'm a nice guy, though. Consent is confusing. I guarantee you, Tectone listened to the kill stream. And I guarantee you, Ralph Amell is his fucking hero. Absolutely.
For events clearly, or why he's correct on something they disagree about. Pink's lawyer says the Tectone, you actually would sit her down with a whiteboard and go over everything to convince her she was wrong, right?
I'm failing to see how these two connect.
That was real, Snell? No, shut up. There's no... Oh. If I was a judge and I saw that, I'd be like, son, it don't matter what the fuck you say. This board looks fucked. You're going to jail. It'd be like that, bitch. It'd be like, yeah, you're going to jail for rape, brother. Shit. That's the only piece of evidence I need.
Connect, but I don't understand. What do you, in what regard? We have talked with a whiteboard before.
Yeah, and you would use a whiteboard to show her that she was wrong in whatever position she was taking, that you all were disagreeing on, correct?
Oh, if we were to have an argument, then we weren't seeing eye to eye. Visual aid really helped her as well as her to me. This was another very frequent commonality where I would have to sit down with her and I would tell you exactly what I did. I would take her, I would run the shower in the bathroom because it would be nice background noise because I know autistic people get overwhelmed.
Oh my God, how like the white noise in the background, so bizarre. Okay.
From noises. So I would put that on to calm her. I would sit her on the floor and we would sit there.
Of the bathroom?
For hours as I would bring out the coloring board and I would draw out the issues that you were experiencing and I would help you through each and every single.
So let me get this straight. This girl that's in this house is having issues, is thinking about leaving or whatever, doesn't like it there, and he's like, no, honey, I'm going to help you through, honey. This is what's going on. You think you're pissed off and mad about what's going on. You think you're depressed about what's going on. No. It's actually all consensual. You actually enjoy it. It's actually kind of confusing. You like it when I just Man, I don't want to get graphic here. I'm trying to be church friendly, at least somewhat. I think we're okay.
One of your problems. And I did this from start to finish. Every time you had an issue.
And do you know what coercive control is?
Yes.
And you told her that she had memory problems, right?
I believe we have had discussions on her memory not being, as sharp as attack. Sure, I'm sure we've had conversations about memories.
Besides game planning like John Madden with Pink on how she couldn't remember anything, Tectone was also guiding her as to what medication she should be taking.
Oh, fuck, dude. This guy was her dad. This guy was her fucking dad. And her fucker. Bro.
Pink's lawyer asked Tectone, did you tell her what things to tell her therapist to get prescribed certain medications?
Yes, he conditioned her like a dog.
I definitely tried to help her understand, try to help her make sense of what's going on in her head. She wanted to tell me this is kind of happening to me, and I'd say, well, maybe it's this. I definitely tried to help her in her journey to therapy and medication.
Pink's lawyer paints this picture to the court, this controlling guy using whiteboards for hours to explain to his girlfriend why she can't.
Is that the image of the lawyer right there? If that was probably fake, but if it wasn't, that lawyer's tough, man.
Remember anything correctly?
I need that
what
lawyer
pills she should be on,
for the
and what to tell
divorce.
doctors to get said pills. Directly after this, Pink's lawyer passes the witness, and Tectone's rep has nothing to say or add on to any of this. My takeaway, and I'm not a lawyer obviously, but Tectone's team must think that getting any further clarity on these topics will only make their client look worse. Why else wouldn't there be any pushback or further questioning? You really have to admire how poorly Tectone has handled this situation, which would inevitably make him look awful in court. At one point, Pete filed a cease and desist against him. So even after going to the police, he still would not stop harassing me, and I had an attorney send him a cease and desist, telling him I had gone to the police and he needs to leave me alone. Did that stop him? No. In fact, he went public and laughed about it, said, she sent me a cease and desist for defaming her, but I'm going to keep defaming her.
Just double down. Yeah, dude, this guy was a #1 Killstream fan, had Ethan Ralph's poster, that there was a poster, and worshipped it, dude. He had a fucking shrine. Okay. Absolutely. Fed up to the girl, you take it easy. Take it easy, honey. You know what? If I stream tomorrow, you know what I want? Some good old-fashioned, like, Southern iced tea. That sounds good. Sounds fucking good.
I got sent a cease and desist about 3 months ago saying I need to stop defaming my ex, and then I continue saying the exact same shit that I've been saying. And the only thing that I got for Pink was a cease and desist because Pink sent me a fucking cease and desist to stop defaming her 8 months ago. And I've been going live and saying the same shit that I've been saying for 8 months. That's okay. More and more.
That's a good tactic, bro. It's totally not going to bury you. Like, why?
It gets
Dumbass.
worse every day for everybody else besides me. She even has a cease and desist on me.
Sir.
Right?
I'm
She
not
sent me a
your
cease
lawyer.
and desist. And I've never stopped talking a single time. All women with big tits, she fucking bought those too. So, like, it's just plastic, brother. Like, what? Like, this is a 30-year-old woman saying this shit. I had to fucking take care of her ass after surgery. All because the bitch couldn't just say things didn't work out. She got the work. Guys, to give you even more context, I'm currently on a cease and desist by her.
Tectone would make so many subtweets.
So you should probably stop talking about her.
Threats towards Pink that she put together an archive and list of these occurrences, which is almost 200 pages long. Pink's lawyer asked, and what kind of threats was he making online? I have a timeline of everything, but it was mainly, I'm going to sue you. He's also made threats that he's going to ruin me, that everybody was going to know the truth, that he was coming after me, that also...
That's the thing, guys. She could leave, but when she leaves, he tries to ruin her life. There you have it. So it's like the Ralph Amell tactic. So she really can't leave. It's just a hurricane of grapening, okay, is happening there. Okay. Yeah, Tectone's fucking evil.
So that there were explicit material that he shared with multiple people and that he will post them online if I don't retract statements. And it's just, it is almost 200 pages of it.
And don't worry, guys. I got something cooking for her. And man, Pink, you are gonna love that. And now you've built your entire image on lies. And do you know what's gonna happen when those lies crumble, Pink? You lose everything. Because you're a liar. Yep. And that's what's gonna happen. Why y'all think Pink don't talk about me no more? Cause she knows she's Cause she knows she's Yep. All she'll do is pin old tweets. She won't tweet anything new. Cause she knows she's Yep. Won't say which is weird. Because before she had all this to talk about. But man, Pink, if only you knew the shit that I knew. But don't worry. You'll find out. And what's crazy is, Pink, and I'm gonna let you know, I would still forgive you if you apologized. Publicly, of course. That's what's crazy. But you won't. And
what
it's
does
gonna
she
be
have to
great to see what happens.
for,
You had to say,
jackass?
nah, he did all that. Bitch, no, I didn't. Shut the f up. Because your ass always got to cry about some bullshit. They gotta say, well, he my family, he
Hold on. What is his chat saying? His chat's saying no. The rest of his chat's laughing at it.
bombed my house. He set fire to a 7-Eleven, and he hit me. It's like, just fucking shut up.
Even after Pink filed a protection order in August 2025, Tectone was still making threats on his Twitter.
They are going to hate what I found today. Your loss is now even more inevitable. Now I wait, winky face.
Attached to this tweet were decapitated heads of an anime. Okay, and when you see these messages that he posts like this, how did you interpret them? Like, how did it make you feel? Like he's coming after me. Okay, has he made threats about going nuclear when the legal situation between you and he ends? Yes, I believe it was at the time he was showing his guns and things.
And pretty much all of my homies, and myself included, are just like, all right, because I'm telling you, when I get exonerated, I'm going nuclear.
Yeah, that's a totally good thing to say. When you get exonerated, you're going nuclear. Okay. Yeah, that's not gonna. His lawyer had to been like, what the fuck are you doing, you son of a bitch? His lawyer probably wanted to fucking choke him out. Okay? Covering Jeremy in the future? No, this guy actually was a successful streamer. He was part of a content house, dude. He was part of the same house that Asmongold was part of. Okay? These guys were like top tier streamers at one point. Okay? Has Asmongold talked about this shit? I think he distanced himself from this stuff. I think. Not exactly sure. Oh well. Don't matter.
I'm just being straight up. I am counting the days, bro.
Guys, can I get a cigar or what?
Okay, and in fact, he's indicated on social media that he's schizophrenic and is strapping, referring to weapons. Is that correct? Yes.
Dead people can talk. That's what people will learn very soon. I know everything, and that's why they fear me, and that's why they try to discredit me. And once again, guys, I'm schizophrenic and I have a gun. I'm a very dangerous man.
Shit. The full clip with context is not any better.
One of my suspicions of Tectone was that after being accused of abuse by his ex, he began to take on a personality as someone in the far right. In order to circumvent the audience he lost because of his controversies. In other words, grifting. And you can definitely see this change in his content as well.
Some of my best friends.
Also, you could see that he leaned in for a fart. Follow me on this one, guys.
In other words, grifting. And you can definitely see this change in his content as well.
You saw that right there, right? Come on. You saw it. It's okay. I do it all the time. I fart on the stream all the fucking time.
Because of his controversies. In other words, grifting. And you can definitely see this change in his content as
Why did he lean like that other than a fart?
well.
Okay, anyway.
Some of my best friends are trans. Because they have not felt the same pain that certain content creators have felt in this community. I mean, there's been racism, sexism, racial slur towards Asian people, which is something that I do not tolerate whatsoever. I do not tolerate hate speech whatsoever. I do not tolerate anything derogatory towards any specific race, gender, anything whatsoever. To be
Lies. I guarantee you, this guy gets cut off in traffic. He's saying the N-word hard R. 100%. And that, if you're being honest, when you get cut off in traffic, what are you saying? What words are you saying?
Honest, I think
Probably
I'm a pretty
not good.
progressive guy.
People are trying to kill white people. They absolutely are. I'm going to say something that a lot of people don't like when I say this. I believe that white lives matter. I do.
Tectone in court was
his content changed and his dress changed. He went from like, well, no, actually, no, he had the black there. He had the Tim beanie. No, he had the Tim beanie, Tim Pool beanie. Fucking shit. We went from Tim Pool to like this guy. Okay. Weird. Oh, fuck. You know what it reminds me of? What's the name of that cuck that was outed by Ricada in that Australian girl? Fuck. And that Australian girl's good. I know she did some work with the quartering, which is not what she's proud of. She was actually good. She had a sexy ass voice too. Australians, dude. Sorry.
Absolutely are. I'm going to say something that a lot of people don't like when I say this. I believe that white lives matter. I do.
Tectone in court was complaining about the amount of hate he got online and trying to attribute it to Pink. So when Pink's lawyer brought up his sudden political change of heart, this is what Tectone had to say.
So if I can explain on that, when all of these things came out, I lost pretty much a large chunk of my audience, and content creators kind of have to pivot what they're doing to other topics once they lose access to a demographic. So originally, I never really covered anything political or talking about, you know, white privilege. But yeah, I would say my content definitely had to find a new route on how to be successful online. And so unfortunately, I had to make a little bit more extreme comments to be successful in the career that I'm in now.
Tectone, politically speaking.
Yeah, that is grifting right there. You're like, I could do a lot better if I start saying these other things that I may not really believe. But okay, fine, I'll just say it. Okay. Man, and these guys are like top dog streamers, okay? I don't know how big Tectone was, but I know for sure he was like 50 times bigger than me. Probably like 500 times bigger, right? What's the viewer count right now? 44? What the fuck? We're talking about Tectone. Isn't this guy a big guy?
King is a total fraud. It's just further evidence that he is portraying a character to benefit himself. It's abundantly clear from him calling himself a progressive in earlier streams.
To be honest, I think I'm a pretty progressive guy.
To him admitting in open court that he is grifting.
Some of my best friends are trans.
At one point in the trial, Pink retells the story of a time she went to a mutual friend and told her that Tectone was making her give him oral. Once Tectone found out, he freaked out and made her call that friend find out what she knew and send text messages to Tectone for plausible deniability. I told her that he would make me give him oral actions, and she freaked out. And I'm like, but it's all fine, it's not a big deal. And I got scared because I didn't know if I could trust her. He then, the next day, sat me in the office and sat me in a chair, and he's like, I'm going to get on the phone. I'm going to step inside and out. And he stepped outside of the office and said, you're going to tell me everything you told her in detail, and I want to know if you're lying. And we're going to have her on the phone back and forth and find out all of the information. You're going to text me that you want to perform this oral action on me, or else I'm not going to trust you. Shortly after all of this is said in the courtroom,
oh shit, oh fuck, that's crazy.
Pink's lawyer passes the witness, and they have absolutely nothing to say.
Guys, definitely stick around and share the stream out. I mean, come on, we gotta branch out of this dork bubble we're in, or whatever this is. Come on, we're talking about the
They don't try to question her on this history of events whatsoever.
Little Wings bought the stream.
Tectone takes the stand after, and the story is never commented on again. Shockingly, Tectone's team were the first to bring up the original DM from Pink, who immediately starts to recount a small portion of context in this incident. When she gives the full testimony of this incident later, there is no pushback from Tectone's lawyers, and they opt to not even bring it up once Tectone takes the stand. Ask yourselves, why wouldn't they push back on this? This is a huge claim by Pink, especially when this text Tectone's team brought forward was really the only substantial evidence that they even used in court. They aren't going to push back on Pink with this? Tectone isn't even going to say that it isn't true? Why? When Pink's allegations of SA went public, a main defense Tectone employed multiple times on Stream and X was that Pink was weaponizing SA against him because he had also been SA'd.
And to imply that I'm a rapist after I myself have been raped twice? It's just a little bit crazy, isn't it?
So it was interesting.
Shut the fuck up. Great great acting, bro. This is performative bullshit.
I've been raped twice.
Twice?
It's a little bit crazy, isn't it?
So it was interesting that.
Tell me about it, bro. Dude, I almost got molested at Whataburger at the age of 17. You don't see me fucking crying. A fucking pussy-ass son of a bitch. I told you that story. What the fuck?
On the stand, after being sworn in by his lawyer, the very first.
But the whole thing's fucking performative. Look at this.
That Pink was weaponizing SA against him because he had also been SA'd.
And to imply that I'm a rapist after I myself have been raped.
Dude, Oscar worthy. Oscar right there, right? Mm-hmm. Hollywood.
Twice? It's just a little bit crazy, isn't it?
So it was interesting that on the stand, after being sworn in by his lawyer, the very first thing Tectone's team brought up was this incident, which was his sister trying to give him crabs. However, utilizing this when he is trying to persuade outside parties on his stream and X that he is innocent isn't very effective. Realistically, trauma tends to perpetuate trauma. There are entire academic and research studies done on this topic where early life abuse was significantly associated with many disorders, but also what Tectone is being accused of. Not that I am claiming in particular that this is a cycle, just that it's not a great defense for Tectone in the slightest. And if you were a cynic in regards to Techie, you may even call it manipulative to use it as a defense, how he has on the internet. It is shocking how bad Tectone is on the stand. He says, quote, "I'm not going to lie," 5 separate times throughout the trial.
It was pretty important to me because I am lazy. I'm not gonna lie. And I speed, I'm not gonna lie. You know, what if I get her pregnant? And also, you know, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not going to lie. I was, shortly after we broke up, interested in another girl. Pretty lazy guy in my life, I'm not gonna lie.
Tectone several times goes on insane long tangents where he throws in information not even being asked by his own lawyer.
Shit. That's the worst kind of client to have. I've never been a lawyer before, but I'm pretty sure that's pretty bad. I've never been sued or been... No, actually, I've never been sued, but I have been in court before, and I have been on the stand, and I say exactly what I'm supposed to say, and that is it. Remember, I used to be a CPS investigator. Like, that shit got real. That shit got real. That was professional setting. This is not professional setting. Anyway.
For instance, his lawyer simply asked, when you broke up the first time...
Yes.
There
was, I want to clarify, there was 3 times. Once I believe Pink has forgotten about. There was one where Pink wanted me to try to have sex, and I swore to her that I would try. And I did, and it just didn't work. I was too afraid of committing vaginal sex. It's not a thing to take lightly. I'm not a guy that sleeps around. It's, you know, what if I get her pregnant? And also, you know, I'm not going to lie. The unfortunate reality is that I did have a fear of Virginia's. It's still hard for me to look at Virginia's. I'm a straight...
What the fuck? I'm sorry, what? Let's rewind that tape real fast. He's afraid of Virginia's.
They're pregnant. And also, you know, I'm not going to lie. The unfortunate reality is that I did have a fear of Virginia's. It's still hard for me to look at Virginia's. I'm a straight man, but something about them just scares me. And so, you know, when I lost my virginity,
He might be a goiper at this point. I'm not so sure, dude. I don't know, dude. It sounds like something Nick Fuentes would say. Vaginas are just gross, you know? You look at that, it's just disgusting. It's like a portal to hell. It's like devils. I don't know. I can't get that. They're beautiful and lovely. Okay, I'll just say that. Okay. Anyway, moving on.
I had to even close my eyes just to kind of go through the motions.
Well, sometimes.
Sorry. Am I rambling? What was the exact question?
So the first time that you broke up?
Yes. Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, there was the one time where she didn't get...
John?
Yes?
Hold on.
Yes.
Imagine you're the judge. You are presiding over this protection order case, which includes multiple incidents of alleged assault. And then out of nowhere, not even prompted by the lawyer, the defendant goes off on a tirade about how he is terrified of laying pipe. Shortly after, a bizarre and unprompted rant about Tectone's fear of female anatomy, during a hearing for a protection order that includes SA, Tectone would again go off on a tangent in which he presents himself as a philanthropist. When did she move in?
Oh, really quick. She would frequently complain about her house, and I had already flown in my other buddy Lauro to stay with me for free because he was struggling. And, I don't like being alone, so I let him move in with me for free. And then Pink said that her house kind of sucked, and she didn't really have anything to do about it because she couldn't just move out because she couldn't afford it. And I said, hey, anything you need to make your life better, I'll do it. If you need money, I got you. Because there was this funny time she was in her house and she was very afraid because there was cockroaches. And so I came to my car and I speed. I'm not going to lie. I've sped pretty bad. I went like 80 and like a 65 and I got—
Oh my God, this guy is spilling the beans on the fucking stand about things that don't fucking matter. Holy shit.
Got pulled over that night and I told the officer, what the guy says, why are you speeding? And I say, well, officer, it was for a girl. This girl that I like, she's got cockroaches. And he says, no problem, I get it, lets me off. Gives me like a warning, and then I go over there and I pick her up and I bring her back to the house and then I say, why don't you just move in?
Tectone, practically unprompted, goes off on a tirade that in my opinion just comes off as manipulative to the court. He sort of presents himself as a hero. He let his buddy move in because he was struggling, and oh, by the way, it was totally free. Pink couldn't afford anything and her house had cockroaches. Tectone told Pink, I'll do anything.
Yeah, of course it was free. I mean, well, except for having to suck his dick.
Anything to make your life better. Money, you got it. In fact, you can move in immediately. Later under cross, Pink's lawyer also clarifies with Tectone that there was only one cockroach, which he partially concedes to. And if that's true, it just fleshes out the picture for how manipulative he can be when presenting this stuff in open court and trying to present Pink as destitute, basically. While things like this may work on his YouTube audience, in the middle of a civil court trial to go off on this long-winded rant only hurts him when his lawyer simply asked, when did she move in?
Stream, I carry our marriage, and you know that.
A large portion of Pink's cross-examination by Tectone's lawyer was to single in on her previous lawsuit with Tectone's ex-wife, Freem, basically saying, well, you're calling him an abuser now, but you weren't when you were trying to sue his ex-wife, which is already a pretty sticky situation for Tectone, as in the lawsuit itself, it alludes to his ex-wife.
I dig the background music right here. GoldenEye, anyone? Sorry, let's go back. I know I was a little distracted. I was rightfully distracted by the music.
Saying, well, you're calling him an abuser now, but you weren't when you were trying to sue his ex-wife, which is already a pretty sticky situation for Tectone, as in the lawsuit itself, it alludes to his ex-wife on the precipice of making abuse and SA allegations against him.
She was going to do something much worse, so bad it would have ruined all of our lives. I'm not going to say what it was that she was doing, but it was so horrific it would have ruined all of our lives.
The allegations Freem was going to make are alluded to in the lawsuit with Pink. They have also been talked about in the background for some time. The dispute between Freem and Tectone relates to a serious and false allegation against Tectone. During that call, Tectone and Pinkchu learned that Freem had a Google Doc and she was planning to release it to the public. Tectone signed an NDA with his ex-wife directly after she was about to come out with rape allegations against him. This was one of my main points in my first video.
Clever move there, son. Except for the fact that you run your mouth about it, you son of a bitch. No, it's good that he did. These idiots think they could like hide this stuff and they just talk about it so openly and gloat about it. And cheeky language think they get away. What happens in the dark comes to the light eventually, dude. It all does. We're all going to have to face the Reaper, man.
And a thing I speculated over but was unable to get answers about. This is also fleshed out in the courtroom. Pink's lawyer asks, alright, and without going into details, that NDA relates to a lawsuit between he and his ex-wife post-divorce, right? I believe it was an agreement that they made. He told me that he had sent her a cease and desist, paid her $30,000, and had her sign an NDA to not go public. And this was right before you filed your lawsuit against her. Is that right? I believe after he had her sign the NDA and paid her, we had our spat and I sued her. Okay, and was that at his encouragement to sue her? He encouraged a lot for me to sign an NDA and keep all of it under wraps due to the allegations the ex-wife had. He didn't want those to be public. Tectone later would be questioned about this lawsuit between his ex-wife and...
Interesting. Very controlling there. I'm not a Boy Scout. I'm not a good man, but I don't have anyone in my life that needs to sign an NDA. All right?
An ex-girlfriend. Pink's lawyer states, and you also, at the time of the lawsuit, you wanted her to sign an NDA because you didn't want all of your ex-wife's allegations public. Isn't this correct?
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
Sure. We talked about the lawsuit, correct?
Of course.
And you tried to paint it that you were not involved in it. In fact, wanted nothing to do with it. correct?
I tried my hardest to not be a part of it, but obviously when Pink was worried about it, I tried to assist her.
And in fact, what was the attorney's name that handled the case?
I'm actually not familiar.
Aaron? You don't remember Aaron?
No, I'm not familiar with Aaron.
You may be thinking, why is Pink's lawyer asking Tectone about who represented Pink against his ex-wife? Well, it's because Tectone, by his own statements, was the one who got Pink's lawyer to sue his ex-wife. In November of 2024, here is Tectone addressing Pink after her allegations went public.
How these things that have happened in your own mind, you are now coming at me, and this just isn't cute. So, I am going to leave it at this. My lawyer is going to be contacting your lawyer. The same lawyer that I helped you get. The same lawyer that I helped you get because you were scared. I'm not f***ing around with this shit.
My intentions were to kind of just assist Pink. I mean, obviously, I think if I can toss myself a bone in those situations, I'll do.
Great idea. Great idea to talk about your legal stuff live on stream, huh? Oh, honey bun. Oh.
Do it. But I mean, it's mainly just about Pink, you know, being okay.
One of Tectone's claims was that he had all the receipts, and when all this came out, he would be totally vindicated.
Will you tweet out the proof? I will at a certain point. I will at a certain point. I really, truly hope that you guys believe everything that is that I said. If you didn't, I'll provide proof later.
So shockingly,
I guess he never does.
During the trial, after a year of claiming he had all the receipts, he in actuality had absolutely nothing.
The tweets that I pulled were kind of...
Talk about an expensive way to call the bluff. What is this?
Lawyer that I helped you get.
Oh,
the same lawyer.
Okay, gotcha. Like and subscribe to Shamu. Absolutely. Throw him $1 if you appreciate it. Throw me $1 if you appreciate the commentary. Or just press the like button, dude. That's the most important thing. Or share it around or something. I mean, it is what it is, bro.
Kind of just like last second, I could probably dig more, but I haven't dug. I maybe dug for like 15 minutes.
Wait a minute. This has been on file since August. You've known about this since at least your video on November 21st, 2024. And you're telling this court under oath that you only spent 15 minutes to dig up these just for court today?
Yes.
And do you remember getting online and telling all of your followers you had all the evidence back in November of 2024 and you were ready to produce it all?
Of course.
We also just get a straight up admission from Tectone that he's just a liar in the court transcript. Tectone explains very plainly that he was let go from OTK over these allegations. However, that wasn't what Tectone claimed at all at the time this event happened.
Let me explain to you why I left OTK, why I resigned from OTK, why I did not renew my contract with OTK.
I'm guessing you weren't allowed to. They're like, no, bro, this is too much smoke. Too much smoke. We don't know what's going on. Get the fuck out. That's what I would do. If I was a manager of a fucking, I guess, content house, whatever this fucking is, streamers, I'd be like, too much smoke. Get the fuck out.
That expired on November 1st, 2024. The original contract was 2 years with an additional option to extend by an additional year, thusly completing my 3 years in OTK. And the reason why I chose to not renew with OTK is because it gave me a weakness. And I realized I really don't like having weaknesses.
Everyone was talking about it, which is why it forced me to respond as well.
This is a massive cope.
As the owners of my company decided to let me go as well because of the allegations. So people were ready to run with the ball of, look at that, another streamer from this org is a piece of shit.
And you were let go?
Instantly.
So Tectone, with his own testimony in court, is confirming he lied about why he left OTK originally.
In light of that, I have to ask, is Asmongold next, or has he been a good boy? I know he's like top up there, dude. I see him in my feed all the fucking time. And he's another Texan. I don't like the way he lives. He lives in squalor, but I like some of his takes. Sometimes. It depends. I don't know. He reminds me of someone I knew before. It reminds me of a friend I used to have a long time ago. I don't know. That weird kid that was kind of off. But is he going to be next?
Tectone from the start of the trial tries to paint the picture of Pink Chu being a whore. Totally unprompted by his own lawyer, Tectone states,
If I can add further, when Pink came to my house, it was the most forward a woman has ever been with me in my entire life.
Tectone claims during his time on the stand that his and Pink's relationship was the most sexual one he had ever had.
Okay.
Which I just thought was bizarre considering they never had normal procreative sex. Pink's lawyer asked Tectone, have you ever also said online, after you were made aware of these allegations by my client, that you were one of the only streamers who has had a documented blow machine?
I am one of the only streamers that has had a documented blow machine. Right? Like, I don't know why people are...
the only streamer to have a documented blowjob machine, but not the only streamer to have a blowjob machine. Okay. That's the difference there. D-Dog has a blowjob machine. Does he not get any credit? No, because this guy doesn't even know who D-Dog is. This guy doesn't even know who I am. This guy doesn't even know who the Thorpes are, probably. Okay? That's how out of the bubble we are.
I'm divorced. Guys, I'm out here having the time of my life. It's not a large pair of tits. It's not a big old ass. It ain't a big old blow machine that'll suck your daily because they're horny all the time. New blow machine acquired. Anything wrong? They like to bring up that I'm divorced all the time. Do these people not realize that I've had 2 back-to-back girlfriends since getting that divorce, and one of them was a self-proclaimed blow machine? Do they think I'm sweating anything, man? Yeah, because if I take it too serious, then everybody's going to think that it's real. And when you're in a self-defensive mode, you kind of got to say, you know, anything you can to save face, because when people are calling you a rapist every day, I mean, you got to let it roll off the shoulder or make it a joke.
And so the best way to defend yourself is to make the other person basically a whore, correct?
I don't believe that's the best way to do that.
Well, that's what you've done. I mean, the first thing you said when you testified today was that she was the most forward woman that you have ever had in your life on day one.
I don't think calling someone forward is calling them a whore.
Really, when you talked about it, you said you like long tongues, and she exposed her tongue. You thought that was appropriate behavior?
It was probably inappropriate. That's probably what made it attractive, maybe, though. I'm just not used to it.
Do you not see that you were painting her in a particular light when you talk about these things in open court?
I can only give you an accurate representation of the truth. If it makes someone appear a certain way, that's not really against or not really my intention.
One of the most important factors when a judge is making a judgment in these types of trials is the credibility of testimony.
Like the word games going on here, huh?
A judge weighs demeanor, specificity, and plausibility. So imagine you're a judge residing over this case for a protection order that entails alleged essay. The first thing the defendant does is say unprompted, she wanted to f*** immediately. And then directly after, go on another unprompted rant about how terrified of he is.
I heard that shit and I was like, damn, did the schizophrenia get me?
One of the reasons his protection order is so long is because for years now, Tectone has been telling his audience in great detail and everyone around him that he is a schizophrenic.
It's called having schizophrenia. I'm f***ing schizophrenic. Wait, am I allowed to get offended when people call people schizos because I have schizophrenia? As a guy who actually is schizophrenic, as a guy who does have mental illnesses, I'm
just gonna double down
I'm really
on it, huh?
bad with horror games, so if I have to quit, you guys need to understand why that is. For example, I'm schizophrenic.
get rid of this
Normal
dog.
human
I'll be right
beings
back.
aren't supposed to see things that aren't there. I have
Let
lived
me know if I missed anything spicy. The tiger's going to take over. The dog's barking. Hold on.
a life where I've always felt like there were people trying to kill me. I am also schizophrenic. Sometimes I can't tell if I'm a schizophrenic or if I'm a shaman.
Surprisingly, when asked what he takes for this unfortunate affliction, Tectone simply responds with,
I just take multivitamins and fish oil, so nothing. Kind of wanted to get a sleeve like that, but then I realized I'm schizophrenic and it might freak me out. Might make me think there's bugs in my skin.
When Pink's lawyer asks him why he isn't being treated for this very serious illness, Tectone responds in only a way he can.
I guess it's kind of goofy. There's this movie called The Beautiful Mind, and so I was like, man, his is messed up and mine is nothing compared to that. So, I hear people who talk to people who aren't there, but I'm just like, what's that? Oh, it's gone. That, I've talked to spirits due to my mental illness, but here's the thing, guys, and here's the question I've always asked myself. Am I schizophrenic or am I a shaman? And obviously I'm schizophrenic. So, her face starts mutating. Brother, the sheer damage I would have inflicted on humankind if I listened to the voices would be insane. You should peel off your skin, Techie. You should peel off your skin. Well, if that's what you think, that's what's the truth.
Though there were trials and tribulations for Tectone throughout losing his civil case, just 9 days after the trial, he would receive a miracle that cured his mind of a decades-long battle with schizophrenia.
I have an announcement. I went to a psychiatrist yesterday, and I'll try to provide some documentation of this at a later date whenever I receive it. Guys, I'm not schizophrenic.
diagnosed with schizophrenia. Voices, these lies to her head, must leave her in Jesus' name.
Guys, I'm not schizophrenic. The psychiatrist believes the reason why I see things that aren't there, mainly, well, at night, is due to the fact that I got stabbed in my left eye and my right eye is normal. And so they believe that my eyeballs are causing me to temporarily hallucinate things that aren't there because they're not signaling my brain properly.
Okay, that's great and all, but why do you talk about hearing voices all the time then?
I've talked to spirits due to my mental illness. I'm schizophrenic. I get really bad thoughts in my head. So I was going there, unironically, and I'm trying not to get emotional. I thought there actually might be something wrong with me. And so I was going to actually try to get medicated. They said I do not require medication. I guess I am just a human with anxiety, unresolved childhood trauma, and eyes that don't communicate too well to my brain.
Now, I personally have no idea where Tectone's lies or truth begins with any of this, to be honest, because the web is so massive, at a certain point, it's just a mad scramble. But here's what we know. Tectone has stated that he plans to appeal the court's decision of the protection order.
Tectone's going through some stuff right now. He let me know he's going to be appealing that decision. You know, we've seen the courts do things that are not good.
And what is the first thing Tectone can do to help with his appeal? Not be a self-admitted, dangerous schizophrenic with a gun.
Once again, guys, I'm schizophrenic and I have a gun. I'm a very dangerous man.
Everyone has known the person growing up that lies about this or that mental illness that they are afflicted with. I can't say one way or the other if that's what Tectone has been doing, but I can say his sudden cure of schizophrenia only helps him with his appeal. If only Tectone would have listened to the masters, his elders.
Remember my dad told me I wasn't schizophrenic, I just played too many damn video games. Shut the up, old man.
Well, I love the camaraderie.
Stop military. I sent my ops to the courtroom for Tectone and Pink Shoe, and I have written down notes for a 7-hour trial. I have 7 hours of notes on Tectone and what he did to Pink Shoe. Nice job, Tectone, you disgusting.
In a true all-time generational hater moment online, Mizkif, an ex-member of OTK, sent people to the courtroom in Travis County, Texas, for the entirety of Tectone's trial with Pikachu. They even took video of Tectone leaving the courtroom.
Ready for this? There he is, leaving the courtroom today. The walk of shame as he lost the court case to Pikachu. He lost. For 10 years, he can't own a firearm, weapon, or gun, and he has to stay away from Pikachu. And has to pay all of her attorney fees, which is hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Besides having agents in the courtroom, Mizkif posted never-before-seen transactions and texts of Tectone securing view bots for his various channels.
Of course!
This is the bots that were bought. This is Tectone.
Dude, let me tell you something. Like, hold on. It's funny that Mizkif is pointing this out. One thing I'm realizing here, I don't know if you are, a lot of these guys are botting. Mizkif is probably botting. From the videos I've been seeing on YouTube, it sounds like everyone on Kick and on Twitch and maybe even on YouTube are botting. If you're not cheating, you're not trying to win, right? I mean, I've heard that before. I mean, why not? It makes sense. If everyone else is juicing, why don't you juice, right? I mean, I'm just trying to stay pure. But if you want to bot me, you go right ahead. I didn't ask. Well, I guess I did ask for it.
Account 2004, July 26th, quantity 1,000, quantity 750. This is John Tectone messaging the person that was buying him the bot saying, "Sad face, can you try that again? I'm stupid and dumb. You just make an account, pay to the top right, and add it to your account. If you need help, let me know. It's good for you to do it anyway since I won't be around. Let me know if you need me to walk through it and I'll help you," which then they tried to help him with secure paying, okay? Did you get my bots? So Tectone definitely needing her to buy the bots. I could only do 750, but I sent you the link to everything. Sad face, can you try again? I'm stupid and dumb. There's Tectone's picture on August 24th, paying $1,000, claiming it's the house when it really was for bots. Why would Tectone pay $1,000 for a house that he owns?
If you're skeptical for whatever insane reason, Tectone on his first stream back admitted to the botting allegations.
Hey, bro, there was motherfuckers going live on stream saying, yeah, ViewBot, hold up, I gotta send an extra 2,000. Have I dabbled in it? You're goddamn right. I absolutely tried it. Hey, it is what it is. And I don't do that more, but it is what it is.
The most common thing I heard from people I spoke with about Tectone was that he was a massive view-botter. Tectone has made a lot of money streaming and a lot of money from sponsors. Once Tectone leaked a $35,000 payment he received on stream.
Look at that. Video? He's killing it, man.
I did that.
What is that?
0.
I just got tons of money. Holy.
So the thing is, if you're view botting and you're getting tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars from companies to show their product to viewers that aren't real, well, that's fraud.
Is view botting bad? It really depends on how you think about it. I don't really care about. I don't really care about companies losing money, man. I don't care. Hey, man.
I honestly am not sure if everyone can just view bot and then steal from sponsors.
This guy should definitely care about what multi-million-dollar corporate companies care about, because he's their puppet. So, I mean, he's singing the wrong tune.
I'm a tiny channel, obviously, so I have no clue how prevalent this is, but it is interesting Tectone openly admits to defrauding them.
And guys, I'm going to keep this vague. I'm going to keep this vague for a reason. Okay? So if you're confused, you're going to stay confused.
There are multiple incidents of SA spoken about in the trial's transcript. I personally don't want to get into details of all of them. However, I want to look at one incident in particular because I believe the records and witness testimony surrounding it absolutely sank Tectone and made me personally truly believe that Tectone is guilty of what he has been accused of. In late May, Pinkashu had just recently been to a plastic surgeon to get lip filler done. That night, Pink alleges Tectone asked her to perform an oral action on him. She told Tectone that her lips were hurt because she had just gotten this procedure done and told him she didn't want to. He then allegedly pushed her down and didn't let go until she performed this action. It was so forceful that her lips were in significant pain afterwards.
Guys, understand.
And the filler she had just had done migrated around her face.
Guys, understand. Sometimes it is my innate reaction to kind of laugh to something that's fucked up. But that's fucked up. It really is. So she had her lip filler in. She doesn't want to give the blowjob. And he forced her anyway. This is Tectone. Sounds pretty grapey to me. Sounds like he should be behind bars.
Face. It was so bad that she required medical treatment after the fact, which is clearly stated on some of the court's paperwork. Maybe you were a skeptic and want to say she made this up. Well, don't take my word for it. Take Tectone's.
You know what you can't do to women who have lip filler? You can't their mouth. Because it'll rupture the fucking lip filler. So you can't even go hard. And you know.
I'm assuming not when it's freshly done. I mean, when it's done and it's like ready to go. I mean, there's plenty of. I've seen. No, that's a lie. This is where I could actually use my knowledge of porn to like help me out here. I've seen plenty of women with lip filler who go hard, and they're just fine there, honey. I notice I haven't called Tectone honey here. He does seem like he would be a sweet boy. He would be a sweet boy in jail, for sure. He'll give up the booty hole. He'll like it too. That he would give it up willingly. On day one. On day one, he was sticking his ass out and twerking. And it's day one in hypothetical prison that he's in. Okay? In my mind. We need a PSA on this? But you got it.
You know they're not making their own money, so then you got to pay for another
lip
filler.
Of grapes, yeah.
How do you know? Man, I wonder. Jesus, bro.
Hey, Asmongold's reacted to this. I want to hear his take.
Bro, I'm telling you, like, these bimbos on the internet, they are not worth a fucking damn. By the way, fellas, just letting you know.
Oh, man, I want to hear Asmongold be like, damn. That's what I watch Asmon. I'm like, Is that the same shit I say on my stream? It fucking is, isn't it? Is that like a Texan thing? What the fuck? It's just, damn. Oh, that was something. Fuck, shit. Okay.
Lip filler may look good. It's fucking terrible because when a woman has lip filler in, they can't suck your dick as hard. Otherwise, it might fuck up the filler. You know, it's very delicate. Like with the lip injections, you can't throat fuck them as hard as you want to because then it'll fuck up their filler. So it's like they'll look really hot, but you can only go like 10% power on them. You have to be careful. Okay, so the reason why it sucks,
tell us
women who
more
look like
detail,
that,
please.
is because I'm like a very like hard f***er. You know what I mean? Like I go very hard, like very hard, very fast.
For the few ladies that are left in the chat, what do you think when a guy talks like this? They say, "Oh yeah, I'm a hard fucker" and shit like that. You know, like I would assume you would think this guy's full of shit. The guy probably has a small dick or something.
Like it's fine to like start off slow, but then it becomes like a battle, right? Of who can f each other the hardest, right?
As you can see, Tectone quite
All right, guys,
clearly
we're
and
like
disturbingly, with all of
still
the
20
context,
bucks
was
away from
quite
the
often
goal. Let's hit
reflected
that
on this
goal.
event
Woo!
with Pink, where after he allegedly
goal's
forced
30
her to
bucks.
perform
We're
an
at 10
oral
bucks.
action, she had to go to the hospital. You know, as a partner, if a procedure has been done, it's on you to be caring and consoling, not to take advantage of them when they are in pain after an operation like this. I just think if your lips are hurting from a surgery and your doctor has told you not to perform any sexual actions, what is most likely to have happened here? I mean, you heard Tectone.
Yes. And Tectone knew that, and Tectone did not care because Tectone is her doctor and her daddy and everything. He is the alpha and omega in her world because she is in his house. Oh, for compensating for a sphere of vaginas. Yeah. He'll fuck a mouth, but not a vagina. I mean, mouths are fun to get it pumped up and ready to go and stuff if you need it. And it does get it nice and stuff, but I mean, you go for the goal, honey. I mean, that's what it is.
Himself talk about how forceful he was and just how bizarre that is when your partner has just gotten a medical procedure done. Now, after going over how Tectone performed in court and how he brought really nothing new to the table, you can see why the judge found reasonable grounds to believe that an assault happened here. This incident with the lip filler would also be brought up during cross-examination. Pink's lawyer asks, okay, isn't it true that you have posted on social media that it's hot when girls have their lips done with filler for jobs?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, and in fact, you've said on social media that you can't go too hard on them when they first get their lip fillers done because it causes problems with the filler, correct?
I'm not familiar with that comment, but perhaps I wouldn't say that I didn't say that.
Okay.
Long-winded way to pretty much say that, yeah, he said it.
And in fact, your exact statements on February 5th of 2025, so after these allegations were made.
Ray Sachs, we get it. You have like the biggest dick in the world. Ray Sachs and his massive 12-inch dong. Dude, it's like his dong is so big it's 2 inches from the ground. Okay? He could jump rope with that fucking dick. But can he get another girlfriend with it? I'm hoping for you, Ray Sachs. I hope you do. Y'all can collect swords together. That'd be kind of cool. No, I mean that. That would be cool.
Is
these are so hot, but in practicality, they
Dude,
are.
When I see a chick like this, I think fake. I see this, I'm like, well, you are not worth my time, honey. That's just me.
The worst thing to ever exist. So lip fillers, they do make your lips look f***able as shit. But the problem is anybody who has lip fillers cannot suck worth a damn. It sucks. It sucks. Because if they suck too hard, it'll f*** up their lip fillers. So unless they're able to deep throat your and just let you throat f*** them with their mouth open, it's just not worth it. It's really not.
Is that correct?
Yeah, I became very familiar with the flaws with lip filler.
Henry Resilient, who did a great job running through the outline of the court documents, also made a great point in regards to why Tectone lost in court possibly. Presumably the doctor Pink met with after the lip filler incident testified over Zoom.
February 23rd, Pink.
Oh, really? Shout out to Shamu again for he not only did his documentary, did this video here, but he has other creators in it. Okay. All right.
Requested that a doctor testify via Zoom on her behalf. Not Tectone, who saw the court docs. So this guy, who was one of the leading plastic surgeons, joined the trial to say, hey, whatever they witnessed, whatever it was, it must have been compelling enough. Whatever she said was compelling enough for the protection order to be granted.
This is also backed up in the transcript when the judge talks about generating a Zoom link for a witness. They refer to the witness as a custodian of records, which is someone in court.
Oh, interesting, dude. Holy shit. She had the doctor on her side. Be like, yeah, her lips weren't ready to suck. Is that what the doctor said? What did the doctor say? Her lips weren't ready. I told her the lips weren't ready. They won't be ready for a week or so.
That goes on record for the authenticity of the records presented in court. So Pink's doctor authenticated the records of her injury to the court, which could have also detailed the reason the injury was sustained in the first place. And so if you're the judge and you're trying to determine what likely happened here, and you have someone claiming SA, they have medical documentation and doctor
very progressive of Shamu to have a female judge here. I like that.
Testimony that they were injured during this act, and a man being accused is talking about how
Shamu's
forceful he is in regards to doing this thing to someone recovering from a medical procedure. What the f are you going to think? It really is no wonder at all that Tectone lost when you look at what both parties were bringing to the courtroom. However, even with the protection order served, this still wouldn't stop Tectone from communicating with third parties to mount a defense for himself against his ex-girlfriend, which legally speaking seems like a terrible mistake.
You can get laid anywhere with some cash though. Viking Gnome, dude. 100% true. The Filipino ladyboys in Manila.
Right.
And
you're an expert. You're an expert.
What? I'm sorry, what? I mean, I knew Legal Mindset had some drama. I didn't know it was going to come up in this video. Holy shit. What? The Filipino ladyboys? Legal Mindset. Tell me more. What do you know about them, huh?
You can get laid anywhere with some cash though. Viking Gnome, dude. 100% true. The Filipino ladyboys in Manila.
Right.
And
you're an expert. You're an expert.
You're an expert. That dude was distancing himself from that conversation right there.
Go east, gentlemen.
Legal Mindset, or Andrew, is a passport bro and YouTube lawyer who lives in Asia. Legal Mindset laid a foundation for defending Tectone publicly, and Tectone, in my opinion, was also...
By the way, he does not have a lazy eye. This eye is on the lady boy that's over here, okay? That's what's going on.
lives in Asia. Legal Mindset laid a foundation for defending Tectone publicly, and Tectone, in my opinion, was also communicating with and sending him things such as the transcript itself.
How'd you get the transcripts? Legal Mindset magic, right? Things just appear in Legal Mindset's inbox.
And a confidential polygraph test Tectone took.
I've also got confidential polygraph results that I obtained that are very telling.
Before Legal Mindset even had the transcripts, he knew aspects of the case, like how Tectone would use a whiteboard when he had a disagreement with Pink.
And also, here's another thing.
So that is legit real.
Aspects of the case, like how Tectone would use a whiteboard when...
What the fuck? Like I said, you if you're a judge, you see this, you're presiding over a rape case. You see this, be like, bro, that looks so graped. You're fucked. It's so graped. You're gonna get graped in fucking jail. Fucking shit. Fuck. By the way, lube's not free. You're gonna have to work for it. So, yeah, your first couple weeks are gonna suck here, as intended.
When he had a disagreement with Pink.
And also, here's another thing too, and I think this does come up, is the way that people communicate with each other. So sometimes the way they communicate, it doesn't seem normal. Maybe they communicate primarily by text or whatever. Maybe it's an IRL. Maybe they do other stuff. I think with Tectone, there might have been a whiteboard involved at some point where they're explaining stuff.
Friday
Maybe
the
that's just how they
13th,
learn,
yeah.
right? Maybe that's just how they intake information. That doesn't necessarily make it derogatory or negative or...
Andrew at first tries to find a way to talk around the fact that Tectone is incapable of laying pipe by calling it a kink.
Did his penis ever touch your vagina? Never. So there was no penis to vagina.
Wait. I'm sorry to be explicit, but his hands never touched your vagina. Is that right? No. Okay. Did his penis ever touch your vagina? Never.
That happened at all, right? It's a kink, right? Once again, kinks are kinks, right?
Mr. Ladyboy Lover would say that. Guys, if I ever go to Asia, that would mean me looking for my final wife. Okay, I'd just be looking for someone who's a little bit trad. I don't even mean that way. I don't even know. I just, you know what? Never mind that. It would be me looking for, not with a lady boy though. Looking for love. Damn it, son of a bitch! No, not gonna get that.
Was it sexual? Yes. Okay. It was the most sexual relationship I've had. Well, if it was only jobs, then I will just say that that's like.
On card,
like you know, maybe he just hasn't had a lot of relationships. Like, anyways, I don't want to read too much into it, but yeah. Okay.
Then later, he claims this entire protection order with alleged SA is simply because Tectone wouldn't lay pipe, which is bizarre.
Mr. Robertson, did you ever engage in intercourse with? Her first question is about intercourse.
So, well, yeah, it's a graphic fucking trial there, legal mindset. Holy shit! What? One time on the clock when I was a CPS investigator, I went into a courtroom to go before a judge about some like it was an emergency protective order. Yeah, that's what it was. No, not protective order. Emergency to remove kids from a home. But before I got there, before I was called, I had to listen to this couple talk about fucking dominatrix sex. It was a fucking court hearing about keywords or safe words and like safe places and all this stuff. And while I'm watching, I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? They're getting graphic. This is not church appropriate. And then at one point I was like, I think I know that woman. You know what, chat? You're not going to believe me. But I did. Weird. Small world.
All of this is because she didn't get, and I'm going to use a technical term. This is an industry technical term that I've heard from industry professionals, like my friend Sterling Cooper, who used to work in the adult industry. I think the technical term is dicked down. I think that is the professional term. I think that's a legal term. So because she did not get dicked down, it appears that is what this is about. And the fact that the lawyer led with that shows that that's the impression she wants to give. This is the first question. I'm gonna highlight you guys. The first question she asks.
When in the transcript, Andrew is confronted with the clip of Tectone confirming the lip filler incident when Pink had to go to the hospital. Instead of explaining to his audience why this is disastrous for Tectone in his case, he just glosses over it and calls it a mistake.
So after these allegations made his lip fillers.
Of course, he's gonna whitewash it, and sounds like he's just like apologizing for he's sweeping for Tectone. That's what he's doing, sweeping for Tectone. That Jameson might be talking right now, for sure. A little bit more Jameson would be nice, right? Right, guys. That's what I think.
They do make your lips look full of shit. But the problem is, anybody who's had lip fillers cannot suck it worth a damn. It sucks because if they suck it too hard, it'll fill up. Up the lip fillers. Is that correct? So he said that. By the way, okay, Tectone. This is pretty stupid, but saying lips look full is not a sin. But you know, you should just like not
You don't get on trial for sins. You go on trial for crimes. Okay.
Criticize people's
allegations,
sucking ability so much. I don't know. Anyways, this was not a smart tweet, probably. But whatever. Let's continue.
Again, Tectone here is confirming the injury that Pink sustained during the act. Legal Mindset basically paints Pink as mentally ill and runs all the stops as trying to paint this as a Johnny Depp Amber Heard situation.
Apparently, she's got, according to her own confession, some issues she's dealing with, some trauma, maybe some mental health stuff. She has bipolar and BDD. Yeah, I mean that'll do it right there. But when Pink was worried about something, it consumes her. Sounds like she has really bad depression too. And the important thing here is we are in a post-Depp world. There's a lot of Me Too cases that end up absolutely destroying men based on the laws in the West. But Depp versus Heard is when I blew up. So I'm treating this like Depp versus Heard. But in a post-Depp world, we cannot.
But that was fucking different. Big time. Holy shit. She was fucking banana brains, dude. I mean, Johnny Depp he has marbles for brains too, but people kind of look the other way. Johnny Depp is Johnny Depp, dude. He's one charismatic motherfucker. But Amber Heard is not.
We cannot take Me Too at its face.
Andrew talks out of both sides of his mouth, claiming that he is the only objective person who can cover this, while also making it clear he is doing this as a third party because Tectone is unable to.
I'm going to be the only person to cover this kind of objectively.
I'm going to go on a hunch here and say Tectone paid him to do this.
And that can cover it. That's the point here, is that Tectone cannot say these things, right? And cannot actually move against her publicly, right? So he can't defend himself. So a lot of people out there are saying, Tectone, defend yourself, defend yourself. He can't. He can't do anything. He can't say anything, right? That's a big factor here as part of my analysis, is that Tectone can't fight back. So this is why we want that. He will not.
Well, he's been fighting back. He's been running his mouth on his fucking streams.
Not cover this. So this is why you need an objective person covering it, and he will not be covering this. He cannot talk about this, guys. This is the point. The point is,
what do you mean he won't talk about this? What the fuck? Tectone does nothing but talk about it, apparently.
Cannot defend himself. And to be honest with you guys, once again, if I'm going to disclose my bias, and I do have a bias here, I like Tectone. And yes. I'm not going to pretend that I don't like Tectone and I don't like the content he covers, and that some of my bias is towards his defense. Listen, the language of this protective order says he cannot do anything to harass or annoy her. So even releasing documents can be seen as harassing or annoying. So Tectone cannot release this document, right? Now, Legal Mindset is not Tectone. So I can do what the I want to do.
The other aspect to this is that Legal Mindset refused to redact any information such as names and addresses, which docs Pink. The after events of the protection order ruling was a total shit show. Every document that was supposed to be private detailing Pink's essay and home address were leaked originally in Tectone's Discord. The person that posted it found a workaround in the coding of the government site that allowed you to access the files. I actually emailed Travis County because I was wondering if this is what happened, and it turns out that it was. And hours from me emailing the county, the file's accessibility was shut down. Pink actually had to move because of all this, and she actually responded to Legal Mindset on Twitter, claiming this is the, quote, lawyer Legal Mindset who posted unredacted leaked documents that were meant to be sealed live to thousands of people to dox me, putting my family in danger. Then pictured is a tweet of Andrew hitting on Pink, which is sort of the more white trash aspect to this, I would say.
But like people like Legal Mindset, they don't give a shit about that. They cover this stuff, and they cover like legal docs, right? That's going to have like information that's going to dox someone. They don't give two shits if they dox someone. They don't give a fuck.
You know, Legal Mindset is trying to swoop it up.
It's public information. It's a court file or whatever. Well, if he was doxed, I mean, I'm sure he wouldn't like that. I'm not really sure how you troll a guy who likes to get fucked in the ass by ladyboys. But I'm sure Montero can find a way. I'm putting you on task, bro. That's right. My chat's taking action. That's right, bro.
Up and give an incredibly biased reading of a case where Tectone is accused of SA, and then going on Twitter and hitting on the alleged victim, and he's actually done it more than once. When I pointed out to Legal Mindset, it wasn't the transcript, but the court files that had leaked due to a bug Pink was upset about. He both blocked me and hid my reply. Anyways, beyond being a dishonest degenerate, I did...
So, Shamu does his work. He does.
Feel there was an oddly poetic moment during his coverage. While trying to obviously work with Tectone to fight against his ex-girlfriend who now had a 10-year protection order, Legal Mindset very suddenly breaks down into tears.
I'm gonna fucking cry here, you know? Because... it's hard to do this. It's hard to do this. Hey, appreciate you guys. I gotta lock in. I love you guys. So look at me. People are gonna make fun of me, be like, look, legal mindset crying on stream. I don't give a shit.
So pretty simply, what you have is Tectone, who just got a protection order by the courts, working with and sending things to YouTube lawyers to then release that information and fight back against her in the public square. Tectone and Legal Mindset didn't always get along. In fact, Tectone quite disliked Legal Mindset, who used to refer to Tectone as a 39 IQ buffoon.
People like Tectone have lost reality with like the real world and how things have to be in a contract. Like, I mean, caveman smash guy.
He doesn't like him, but he had to use him. Okay.
Over there. 39 IQs in the chat for Tectone. So now Tectone, I guess, is going to say something dumb.
Don't expose yourself to kids. Well, that's good life advice there, Junk. I mean, you need to do what's right for your kids and not expose them to someone like Ruby or whatever. Well, duh. I don't know why my kids are getting... Who? Wait, why are we talking about my kids? What? I'm here watching this. What the fuck? Ray Sachs, why are you mentioning my kids? You want to get banned again for a little bit? What the fuck, dude? Oh, is it because I said I want to be friends with Ruby? Don't worry about that. She's not invited to this house. I go to her place. It's all right. In the summertime, maybe it'll work. I don't know. A ticket to New Haven's like what? I don't know how much it is. Fucking age. Tropical, man.
Wow. These people are just dumb. Like, are they not thinking about the reality of how these things work? So I don't want to keep you guys awake too long. I think we've seen enough of losing brain cells, 39 IQ takes for the night. But yeah, this is pretty bad.
I really don't give a about this Legal Mindset guy. I really don't. Like, I mean, I could pretend that I do, but I really just fucking don't, man. I will admit, I think Legal Mindset's a very...
That's how friends are made. Kind of like me and Ruby. Did Lalo call back in? Oh, PC done. What time is it over there for you, bro? You're coming over here? Son of a bitch. My viewers have dropped off down to 44. Look at that. Thank you for being a viewer, OPC. No, Lalo has not called back in. I don't know if he's still in the chat. We can find out. Tag him.
Very dangerous creator, because a lot of people take what he says far too seriously, and he's really missed the mark when he was talking about May. And I think that's very dangerous when people hold your word to such high degree, and then you go farm and you just get some PR dunk points. I think that's very dangerous.
Obviously, we got the VTuber
my server
Cinder,
told me to get
so
his gay ass in the
But I have just such a bitter taste in my mouth ever since he attempted to me over some bullshit. Yeah, I kind of just take everything he says with a grain of salt.
Once Tectone's legal issues began closing in, he did a total 180 and began glazing Legal Mindset to such a degree it would make Thai lady boys blush.
I'm sorry, what? Okay, hold on. Tell me about that was gay, but hold on. I'm trying to summon Lalo. I told Lalo, get your gay ass in VC. Holy shit. All right, OPC Don, hold on. Don't get your pennies in a bunch here, okay? I'm trying to get Lalo here, okay? If Lalo's even awake, he's probably went to sleep. We went to night-night. He went to bed. He was tucked in by his mom. I'm sorry. I feel so bad for saying that. His mom's probably a nice lady. I don't know what Lalo's mom looks like, but I'm pretty... You know what? I'm going to stop. I don't want to look at knives, bro. I want to look at Lalo's ass twerking, bro. But I think the ladies have all left. Oh, no, Gobbledygook is there. And Gobbledygook is right. Lalo is afraid of you, OPC Don. He's afraid. He's a pussy. So, OPC Don, let it be known, you are an alpha male over Lalo. Lalo is a little maggot bitch and is afraid to face you. He's afraid to VC you. He's afraid to be in the chat with you at the same time. He is terrorized by the OPC Don. I would say you could VC and give your victory speech now, but I think Gobbledygook would say no. And I mean, since she gives money, I think her opinion weighs heavy. Things are tight now since Play the Wings is gone. It was nice. That gravy train's over. That $2 every 5 minutes was kind of nice. Oh shit, dude. You're barely a lady. Gobbledygook, you're a classy lady. Shut the fuck up. Come on, you're classy. Man, you're classy. How are you barely a lady? Wait, what do you mean? Like you grew a dick or something? You got a dick and balls? Lalo says he got banned from Thorpe Court. Well, let's VC about that, maggot. You son of a bitch. Okay. Maybe we could get Lalo to have have a hug box for him. Oh, Gobbledygook. I'm kind of curious why he got banned from Thorpe Court. King Dingling is here. Okay, that's not really what I want to. Okay.
Well, hey, I think that Lalo would actually win in a fight against OPC.
Well, it's just never going to happen. So, could you say one would win?
I don't think OPC could like hit Lalo hard enough to hurt him. He looks really like weak and feeble.
No, yeah, OPC Don could not throw a punch that would actually hurt Lalo. OPC Don's punch would actually hurt his own wrist. It would shatter it. I've seen that happen many times. Yeah. And that would be his fate. He's too old to box, man. I think they're talking about boxing gloves. Hopefully. Then he could do it.
OPC should go to like a public boxing gym and like spar some like, I don't know, some people. I don't know, just some regular people.
Tropical, hold on. No Fab Gamer, hold on. No. I'll tell you why. This is the BOYT of YouTube. We prefer our fight matches to be without training, without any logic behind it. Just do it. I'm actually disappointed that like the only people that have really been doing like back alley street fights are other streamers like shit, what's his fucking name? His name is Goon? The Lav's boyfriend, Lav's husband or whatever. Those guys, those IRL streamers, they go out and they stream and they get into fights and shit. They do the real fucking street fights. Man, this BOYT's nothing but all fucking talk. Everyone talks about shit. One of these days, no Fab Gamer, you and I are going to have a samurai katana duel.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me show you something. Is my camera on?
Your camera is on. Oh, yeah, look at that bad boy.
I'm gonna chop your legs off, dead man.
Now you ain't chopping my legs off, son.
Like
I could jump higher than you think.
Oh?
I'm faster than you think when it matters. Okay? I got instincts.
I think in a fight between like Lalo and OPC, Lalo would line OPC's teeth up on the curb and like twerk on his head and like smash his teeth.
All right. Then I'm going to do something. Lalo, you and I fight. Come on. Come down to Easy Mart. Texas Easy Mart. Friendswood, Texas. Come on down. We'll fight.
Lalo would twerk OPC into a bloody pulp.
The cops wouldn't even be caught. It'd be too gay. Be like, is it a fight? No, they're just wrestling. Shit, what the fuck? They won't intervene. They're like, no, let them finish. Let them finish. We don't want to intervene. Oh shit! One of them's erect.
It'll be just like Dahmer.
All right. Anyway, Lalo, I asked Lalo the VC. He's not. He got banned for Thorpe Corp. Now he's thinking about it. He needs to stop being a fucking pussy. Why is he being a pussy? I mean, tell him, why is he being a pussy?
just his nature.
Well, I think I'm getting kind of lit. I'm good. You know, I cracked open a bottle of Jameson for the stream. I haven't been drinking in a long time, and I feel pretty good about it. I'm like right in the mode for this, man. He needs to come on panel and handle drunk dead man. I don't know if I'm drunk. I'm thinking more tipsy than that. Mackenzie, how's it going?
I haven't drank alcohol in a while.
I haven't drank alcohol since New Year's Day. Yeah. New Year's Eve, I got so drunk. I did something that was so embarrassing. They caught it. When I say they caught it live, I said my neighbors caught it, but like, it was a new low for me, and I just had to stop drinking for a little bit. I can't go into detail. It's very embarrassing. No, I can't.
Okay.
But my neighbors say
Yeah, I
it
just
wasn't,
drink them
it wasn't the
10
most
Club
embarrassing thing I've ever done. Okay, so I guess Lalo's not doing anything. So I'll finish the rest of this video, and then if Lalo ever decides to come here, that's great. I'll share it with you, NoFap. And NoFap, I heard you were talking mess about me and my wife, dude. What the fuck is that about?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, hold on. Let's address that real fast. Let's address that. What the fuck, dude? Hold on.
What did I say?
You know what you fucking said.
I honestly don't.
I thought we were fucking friends.
Oh?
I thought we were fucking
I thought we were more than friends.
Yeah. I thought we were lovers.
Oh. Oh, way.
But don't worry, I don't hold grudges. It is what it is. I'm not worried about you, bro. It's good. You said it in the heat of the moment. It's fine. I get it. And now, I was about to say what I shouldn't say. The vault is almost open. I probably shouldn't have.
I don't really have any negative thoughts about your wife. Like, I don't think I've ever insulted her, have I?
Oh, no.
I've said she's built for
if
BBC
you insult her, it's not going to
couple
bother
times.
me. It's not. Trust me, we're at that point. It's where it's at now.
I've said she's built for BBC a couple times. That's the only comment I can think of, really.
Well, she says she is, but if I'm hitting the very end of it, then she ain't built for BBC. That's gonna stretch her out. That's gonna stretch her out. She's getting more than what she could. Oh fuck! You know what? Too, I ain't gonna be there to fucking save her. She made her bed. She can fucking
biting
lie.
off more
She wants
she
to be a
can
fucking
chew.
whore. She could be a fucking whore. That's what I'm gonna say.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
shit! Fuck, dude. Loose lips, dude. Shh. Be quiet. Gotta be quiet. Anyway, back to the. Oh yeah, that's right. Tech Talk. Tectone. Sorry, my bad.
I highly recommend everybody watching this video right now go subscribe to Legal Mindset and support the original channel as well.
I just use alcohol.
I just like getting informed on everything, and obviously pretty soon I'm going to be getting very involved with the law. And I want to make sure that I am ready to dissect my enemies.
Makes you feel
Not only was he
nauseated.
glazing, but leading up to his legal issues, he was also speaking with Mindset frequently.
Which, by the way, I've been talking to Legal Mindset quite a lot. He's a very nice guy. Believe, and I'll have to ask Legal Mindset, aka the sexiest man on Twitch. God, bro, look at him.
He's into dudes. He's into me. He keeps hitting on me, right? It's a little bit uncomfortable, right?
Oh, it's a gay romance. Okay. Romance.
Just a few weeks later, Pink filed her protection order against Tectone on August 21st. Here's Tectone 4 days later.
Legal Mindset is one of the greatest gifts to content creation in the past 3 years.
Of course, because he'll run cover for you, boy.
Best channels on the entire platform, and I stand by that. Side note to you, Legal Mindset, you have now broken into my
I remember these. I watched some of these Legal Mindset videos like in the moment, and they look like PowerPoint presentations. I was like, what the fuck? Nick Ricada might have been like high on coke and drunk half the time, but he ran a better fucking show than this shit. And that's when I stopped watching Legal Mindset, and then I had no idea about the Ladyboy situation because I didn't really look at it. You see this?
I don't think I ever watched this guy.
It's a lawyer YouTuber. He's actually really, really boring. Actually, one thing I give Rekieta credit for, Rekieta did actually make covering YouTube law kind of law kind of funny in a weird way.
Yeah. I didn't really watch Rekieta, you know. He was doing that big case about like a comic book or some bullshit. I didn't watch any of that
the
shit.
comic book was bullshit, yeah. His big thing was Johnny Depp. He's actually featured in Netflix. The Netflix Johnny Depp.
That was crazy. The Baldo, like the Baldo. Remember the Baldo?
Yeah. Yeah, the Baldo. Yeah. Number one sponsor. The Baldo. It was so bad. His only black friend, who was probably the bull for his wife, stopped showing up, dude.
Oh wait, I mean that's true. Unironically, he took his wife to a swingers resort for cuckolding. I mean, he definitely got her blacked.
Yeah, ain't going back after that.
I have favorite content creators to watch. I was even watching your YouTube live stream this morning. Amazing streamer, amazing content creator, a brilliant mind of the legal space. I love this shit.
Just 1 month after Pink got her protection order, Tectone got Legal
That's
Mindset
true,
signed
McKenzie.
to Mythic Talent.
So of course I joined the talent agency Mythic, and this was put out on September 27th, so it's 3 days ago, which was really awesome. Big thanks to Tectone for helping me out.
So he joins Tectone's talent agency? Of course he's going to run cover for Tectone.
He actually got me in contact and let me get in contact with the leadership, the CEO, the COO. It was really awesome to meet them and to talk about them.
And one of the things I'm not even sure was very well known was that Tectone was a creator behind Mythic Talent.
And then Mythic Talent was an organization that I created with some peers from another
Oh,
company.
no shit. No shit. You're the wizard behind it, right? Okay. And you got your lawyer there, huh? This guy. Man, this guy was running a game Ben Thorpe wish he could do, dude. Fuck.
Company called AFK, where they were actually, not being too kind to their employees. And so I took some of their employees and made our own ad company to bring money to creators.
You can send this to whoever the fuck wants to hear it. So I keep on being told, and this is real, by the way. I've seen this comment so much. I keep on being told that Legal Mindset is like incredibly biased and in my favor and will defend me to the brink of death because I got him into Mythic Talent.
Me personally, it just seems like Tectone courted Legal Mindset leading up to his legal troubles, and once the protection order was served, used his connections in the industry to prop him up and scratch his back, which would inevitably lead to
Of course.
Mindset's absurd defense of Tectone once the trial results came in. And getting Legal Mindset on his side and hired to Mythic Talent may have in fact been a strategy.
I'm glad we have people like Sensitive Society and WestJet.
Other content creators who have collaborated and been on Tectone's podcast also cover this story, such as WestJet and Sensitive Society.
I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys and conceal my bias. I want Tectone to be innocent. I like the guy. I don't want him to be a but at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and carry water for Tectone and the girl with information I don't have, calling her a liar and stuff like that.
Because I'm friends with Tectone, I guess it's time the elephant in the room gets addressed. You guys know me, I like to keep it 100 with everyone. And of course, it's no secret that I like Tectone. I've talked to him. He's been nothing but kind to me. A few months ago, he invited me onto his podcast.
So they state their biases in the video. However, for large portions of both of their videos, simply had Legal Mindset giving the most absurd takes on the case.
They're almost trying to paint him in a way, if you know what I mean.
Never actually engaged in traditional intercourse. It was only he received blowjobs. There was never any reciprocation. So they're literally making a case that because he didn't have sex with her, this is abuse, right?
Not looking at all the other fucking things. Jesus Christ. He was like, do your job, honey. You're here in this house. Do your job. Suck my dick. Oh, you don't want to? Oh, I'm going to fucking ruin your life. That's the other shit Legal Mindset's missing.
So I just want to make it clear here that there's an argument here that really the problem is they didn't
Now, thankfully, YouTube lawyer made a video about this a day ago explaining everything.
He approached this very innocently after he was betrayed in a relationship, which Freem cheated on him. In fact, all the communications I reviewed show Tectone as a reasonable, kind guy. Don't say. He says, I will never understand how much this must hurt you.
Yeah, LawTube, I guess LawTube started with Rekieta and died with Rekieta. Like, it really did. Like, who really cares about what these lawyers think? I guess people do, I guess. I don't know.
Legal mindset doesn't even look trustworthy. Just looking at his face, you don't even believe what he says.
Yeah, you can't look him straight in the eyes. One eye's always looking the other way for, like, ladyboys and shit, dude.
Ugh.
That's also fucked. Like, why would you go to Thailand for the ladyboys? Like, I know they're there, but you try to avoid them. You're like... And actually, the ladyboys, from what I understand, are very straightforward. They'll let you know that that they're not a girl. They'll let you know. At least that's what I'm told.
Yeah.
I don't know that from experience.
I would assume he went there for the lady boys.
Ray Sachs. I only play gay on stream. I'm not actually gay. Keep in mind, it is all just an act. Oh, no. An ass is not an ass to me. There's a difference. The female anatomy is beautiful. The male anatomy it's a fucking truck. I don't want to fuck a truck. That doesn't make any sense. I need more Jameson.
You, but proud you're fighting through it. And this is not the language I would see of an abusive partner, someone who's hurting or someone who's out there to get somebody, but someone who really genuinely wants to help. And it seems like this may be a case of what you call buyer's remorse in dating, where you go back and you say, okay, well, now that I'm out of this, this is a situation where it was buyer's remorse. I regret things I did, or I regret stuff I did, even though it was consensual at the time. And unfortunately, as I got to report to you guys, the U.S. legal system weaponizes this. It allows people to go back, regret things, and then go get protective orders, go make claims in the future, when all of this should be dealt with privately.
My problem with both of these videos is that if you're going to talk about this case, then people should actually know some of the damning things within it. If you aren't talking about how Pink, while recovering from an operation, was injured, that there is medical documentation to back it up, and that Tectone himself has openly stated that this event happened, and you just have legal mindset on screen talking about how the problem actually is that Pink wasn't getting then that's sweeping. I think it largely helped.
Absolutely, it's sweeping. You know what, too? If I didn't know about everything else, if I just heard legal mindset, I would probably be like, okay, I'll see it in his perspective. And that's how fucked up this shit is.
Helps Tectone from people that have collaborated with them. It also seems like at least WestJet.
Oh, Defender of Men. I haven't seen your truck. Wait, Defender of Men, would you fuck your truck? Would you fuck your truck? I fucked a woman on my motorcycle once. That was pretty cool. I mean, I'll say that the kickstand works very, very well.
That had some idea that Tectone was just working with legal mindset.
I genuinely don't know how effective polygraphs are, but it is interesting how legal mindset even got this confidential file in the first place.
Sensitive Society would actually issue an apology for his video.
His opinion, the only people that I care about is my audience. And if you feel let down by my video on Tectone, I do apologize for that. It 1000% falls on me. I think I should have done a better job covering the situation. Maybe not be as biased.
And shortly after,
accountability's good. I mean, if you're talking about it, see, and some of these guys are part of this network that's ran by Tectone, so obviously there's gonna be a bias.
Shorter video he made.
They call him a generational rapist. Yes. When you have people that are spreading, at least from his perspective, the court case is not finished. And so I do know more about it than the public. And also I remain to be Tectone's friend, and I support Tectone. You can take that for what you will. So as somebody who knows more about this than the public, I think that when he comes back, all of this is going to make a lot more sense. I'll certainly say that. So don't worry about it.
Oh, Asmongold's ride or die with Tectone. Holy shit. Is that going to be what sinks him?
Oh.
He's a big boy now. He's a big player. He's top dog. Sometimes when I see Asmon, I see him and I hear him talk sometimes, He reminds me, like I said, he reminds me of like buddies I used to have in high school that like never really grew up. He's still playing video games. And, you know, I'm like, dude, I know you. Like, I could bring over an N64. We play Smash Brothers, man. Mountain Dew, pizza. Wait. What are you about to say? You're cool with Tectone? You cool with him, like, face fucking some chick by force and rupturing her lips? Oh, bro, that's not cool. I just want to play Smash Bros.
Guys, Tectone will be back. It's not going to be a big deal. Everything's totally fine.
Asmongold supported Tectone and frequently alluded to Tectone's innocence and knowing things the public didn't. However, once Tectone lost his case, this was his reaction.
Streaming is just, it's so toxic, man.
Oh. He thought he knew more. I guess like Tectone was saying there was more that's going to come out, but it just didn't come out because there wasn't more. The bluff was called. He revealed the hand, and it wasn't a full house. It wasn't a straight. It wasn't even a pair of twos. It was nothing.
Tectone is a civil case. Based on a lawsuit that I'm in right now, I don't want to make any comments on it just for the sole reason of because of that lawsuit. If it wasn't for that,
I meant two pairs. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
I would have talked about it a lot.
So Asmon has this lawsuit with Mizkif. However, many people covered the trial's fallout, and it really doesn't prohibit him from talking about Tectone's case. There's no reason to include Mizkif in this.
Oh, maybe all of my friends are just, you know, problem boys, right? Because I have tons of friends that have like felonies and they've been in jail and everything. And so, you know, I guess for me, you know, it's not that big of a surprise. I don't really care or want to have anything to do with other people's drama.
Problem boys is a cute way of putting it.
I just don't give a shit about it. Like, I don't want to talk about it, explain it.
Basically, Asmon just took the cop out. Tectone's lawsuit has nothing to do with Mizkif whatsoever. And in reality, it's just a bad look for him as someone who has been defending Tectone leading up to this point where he is then found civilly liable for SA.
This is a whore. Some people in the chat said don't call her whore. You know, what do you mean? She's a whore. Tectone, you dated a whore. It didn't work out.
Nuxtaku is another creator who, after the court's decision, defended Tectone.
Dude, already his takes sound fucking crazy. She's a whore. He dated a whore. I mean, she's a cute girl. I mean, I don't know. Ray Sachs, could you make an honest woman out of her? I think you could.
She looks really hot. I'd fuck the shit out of her.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think she'd be looking out for more, though, either, huh? No, she'd be coming back home looking for your anaconda.
A whore. It didn't work out.
Nuxtaku is another creator who, after the court's decision, defended Tectone, obfuscated aspects of the case, and attacked Pink or Tectone. Nux recently was exposed for having a minor in his Patreon Discord who was groomed with explicit adult material and walked through the best ways to do SH. There's really no way to get around that this event happened as everything was archived. Nick Andros has a video on the topic and you should check it out. However, I just wanted to illustrate how these people work and how these...
Dude, Shamu's moving up in this fucking world, isn't he?
No way.
I mean, in a way, he's kind of our boy, you know? It's kind of cool reacting to him. It's like, I feel like there's a kinship. You don't feel that way?
Yeah, I mean, we used to be friends for a long time, and I don't think he has anything personal against me, but like,
no,
kind of like,
I don't think he does. He never had anything personal against me either. I was kicked out because I did a fuck up, and I fucked up. I'll take accountability on that. I apologize to Courtney. I'd apologize in person if I could. Just so far away. Yeah, guys, I did an oopsie. Mr. Deadman shouldn't do gay ops, okay? It doesn't work well, okay? It's a fucker. Anyway, long story short, it's kind of cool that this is Shamu's video. Yeah. There's a kinship here, okay?
Absurd defenses go both ways. You scratch my grooming back, I'll scratch your rapist back.
Looked like Nuxtaku completely obliterated all of the allegations that were thrown his way in the matter of 5 minutes. So that was always really fun. And the amount of people were like, you need to denounce Nux. You need to denounce Nux. I'm good, bro. I love Nux.
It's also worth noting this isn't the same as someone just ignoring a controversy, let's say. Some of these people are actually trying to obfuscate and dishonestly represent aspects of these stories in an attempt to benefit themselves and the person they are subverting for. Think Before You Sleep, I would say, had the most insane video on the topic where every subject is missing a ton of context and it's all in service of attempting to help Tectone. The first 2 minutes, he just talks shit about Pink and calls her a catfish.
I mean, this is an insane amount of catfishing.
You know what I want to do? I think I want to become Pink's friend. That's what I want to do.
Oh,
You think Pink would come on this small channel that gets, I think I only got like 50 viewers. I think my cap was like 80 viewers, maybe. Come here and talk? I don't know.
I'm not even looking at the same person when I compare a live stream to a photo of her.
He does bring up the lip filler incident, but pretends there isn't medical documentation or Tectone talking about the incident on his stream several times.
Anyway, Pink Chu said that she had just gotten lip filler, and Tectone had forced her into oral sex, which had ruined the lip filler. Geez, another plastic surgery related incident? Do all of her allegations have some sort of plastic surgery involved? Now, is there any corroborating evidence that this happened? Not really.
You know what you can't
the doctor
do to women who
right
have
here.
lip filler? You can't their mouth because it'll rupture the lip filler. You know, it's
now when it's freshly done. Hey, Ray Sex, have you ever fucked a woman with lip filler?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Have you ever
You
seen
mean mouth fuck?
Have you
No.
ever seen porn stars with lip filler going pretty hard on giving head?
I must have seen that at some point, but
Yeah.
I can't remember.
You and I both. I mean, I think you and I are both connoisseurs of porn, right? I mean, it's kind of what we do, right? I have seen that many, many times. I'm guessing if it's freshly done, it could rupture, but if it's like has healed, then it should be good to go. Yeah. That's some good. I'm not a doctor, but don't worry. Her doctor testified on this, and apparently that was damning evidence against Tectone.
very delicate. Like with the lip injections, you can't throat them as hard as you want to because then it'll fuck up their filler. So it's like they'll look really hot, but you can only go like 10% power on them. I'm like a very like hard f***er. You know what I mean? Like I go very hard.
TBYS throughout the video
But he's afraid of vaginas, guys. Remember that. He's afraid of vaginas.
explains that he believes the protection order is actually a grand
There's something
conspiracy.
wrong with
by
this
some-
guy.
Yeah, there really is. I mean, I like head. I mean, like, I'm never gonna say no to receiving head, but it's always gonna.
If he's pressing,
Go ahead.
if he's pressing her lips around, then it sounds like he's like has a short penis and like he can't go that deep, and he's pressing his pubic bone like up against her lips. Is that?
Yeah. So
Is
what I'm
that
thinking
what it
is
sounds
he's
like
not very
happening?
girthy. He probably doesn't have a lot of girth at all. You know, my dick's not long, but it is girthy. So I do have that. Okay. We're just moving on. Anyway. But
On
yeah.
pipe.
That's what it sounded like. He had to get the lips around there, had to put pressure, immense pressure, and it popped the lips. They ruptured, and that's not good. It doesn't sound good for him either, right? Because like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, crazy.
and his lackeys.
This whole situation was a coordinated effort from multiple streamers to ruin his career. Hassan Piker has this ongoing war with Asmongold, probably because he's mad that Asmon is more famous than him. Hassan likes to sit back and have his little lackeys do all the dirty work for him. This is a famous tactic of his, and he primarily works by not directly saying that he has certain values, but he will signal boost all the
I
people.
will say the Hassan Asmongold feud was kind of funny, but I never really covered it because it doesn't pertain to us. We don't care.
Who have the values that he wants to promote by watching their content on his stream. That being said, Tectone is friends with Asmongold. Hassan wants to attack Asmongold in any way that he can.
Has this Imu girl ever been face fucked by Tectone? That's the question.
And so I think his lackeys came up with a plot to destroy Tectone. They do this a lot.
So what are we trying to do here? Well, with absolutely no evidence, TBYS wants to impress upon his viewers that if you think Tectone raped, think again, because this is actually a plot from Hassan Piker, who's pulling the strings in the background. It's so absurd.
Hassan Piker's Dude, Hassan Piker barely has time to do his own streams, man. His chair does more reacting than he does.
To me that anyone would try to use Hassan Piker as a shield from being found liable in civil court for SA, someone who has literally nothing to do with this protection order between these two people. And really, it should be an insult to the intelligence of someone's fans to even try to push something like this, but here we are. Tectone behind the scenes was sending streamers this video and told them it had been in the works for a long time.
And I know there might be some people thinking, oh my gosh, does Techless even want you to watch this? Yes, he asked me to watch this, so yes. He's told me this one has been in the works for a while. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why we're going to be watching.
So let's think about this. After receiving a 10-year protection order where the judge found reasonable grounds that Tectone had committed stalking and SA, he is now sending hit pieces against his ex-girlfriend to other streamers where they are pretty openly doxing her and not redacting any info.
Yeah.
This is true in TBYS and Legal Mindset's case. It is a violation of the protective order to use a third party to harass a protected person. So if Tectone is facilitating this with other creators, he could be in some serious trouble before this is all said and done.
And when he goes on the stand, he's going to be like, I got to be honest. I did do that. He's just going to say it. Oh, my God.
In both TBYS and Legal Mindset's case, I personally believe there is just more for them to gain in defending Tectone and trying to obfuscate certain aspects of the case we talked about today. Tectone co-created Mythic Talent, he has many different connections in the space, and remains friends with creators like Asmongold. Being closer to those networks is obviously beneficial for people operating in that ecosystem. This case is not your typical run-of-the-mill accusations online case. We have medical records proving there were injuries sustained during the alleged act, with numerous references to the incident by the accused. This makes it all the more depraved to me that people are so willing to just obfuscate details of a rape case in order to get ahead online.
Right.
It's about as slimy as it gets, really.
Very slimy.
Tectone, of course, utilizing
Very slimy. Dude, the whiteboard moment had me like
these people to attack his ex-girlfriend, who now has a protection order, really goes to show the pattern of behavior and only reinforces some of the reasons the protection order was granted in the first place. Both Tectone's ex-wife and
Ray Sachs, I'm going to hit up that pink girl. There's no way a small channel like mine would ever get her as a guest. I don't even know what I would ask her. I'll shoot for it, you know? I'll be like that dog that goes for a car and doesn't know what it's going to do when it gets it. Just gets ran fucking over. You know? Fuck.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like sometimes, being a small BOYT streamer with big dreams.
An ex-girlfriend have accused him of SA. In my first video, I laid out a timeline and multiple examples of Tectone lying to show why viewers should be more open-minded about what may have happened with his partners. Now we also have medical records documenting bodily harm and Tectone himself admitting on camera that the injury occurred during a sexual act. That kind of documented injury can function as an aggravating factor and strengthen a finding of liability. There are only so many occurrences that can happen before giving someone the benefit of the doubt becomes untenable. So it's not just my personal opinion that Tectone did these things, but given the repeating pattern with his ex-wife and ex-girlfriend, I fully expect this type of behavior from him to continue. Given how Tectone is...
Oh, it's going to continue until he's shut down. So it's not the end days for Tectone. He's not shut down or anything. He's still functioning, of course. Okay. We'll see what happens. More light will be shown on it, and more truth will come out. More of the darkness will be exposed. Okay. Man, Shamu did good work on this one. Shout out to Shamu, man.
Yeah. You know this guy...
he did kind of have my back in a way. Like, when I was kicked out of Chinatown, he was like... He did message me. And it meant a lot. Because... we were boys, man. We're all boys. You were there too, man. We're all boys. We're all bros, dude. You want to say we weren't?
Some degree, yeah. Huh?
You want to say we weren't bros?
There was like also kind of like bickering as well.
There's always bickering among dogs. Okay, dogs fight each other. Try to see who's the alpha. I never really engaged in that. Didn't really care about that. I found that to be kind of annoying and stupid. Didn't really matter. But ladies and gentlemen, I thought this was a pretty good stream. That it was. We covered 3 people of evil. Ethan Ralph, Rich of Healthy Family Force, Ben Thorpe, by mention, and then of course Tectone. All what they have in common. Well, manipulation, some grapening, some vile stuff.
So Tectone and Ben are also both afraid of vagina. That's an interesting commonality as well.
Yeah, they are both afraid of vagina. You know, Tectone hasn't heard about Grace Thorpe. That's sad. That could have been their next arc, except I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Did they stream today? I did not even see what they were doing.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
That sucks, man. Like, the person I usually comment on a daily basis is not even streaming anymore. It's what are you fucking doing? The last stream was 3 days ago. It was first Gamba something. First Gamba of March. Is she... But my question is Grace actually able to cash out her gambling winnings? Because that's when I think
don't
it's
think
gonna...
so.
You think so or you don't think so?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. See,
people in the chat are saying she needs a certain amount to cash out, and
Yeah.
she's unlikely to get to it.
Whenever you get free money, even if it's a sponsorship, if you get free money from a casino, you're going to have to make that back. They call it, there's a certain phrase for it. Like, oh man, I don't remember right now. Like, rake back. Sounds about right. Rake back. You have to, it's not about what you win. It's about what you put in.
Yeah.
Like when I signed up for sports betting, you know, they give you free money. It's like, oh, okay, this is cool. And then when you go to cash out, you're like, oh, I can't cash out? Oh, no, you got to meet this amount because you got the free money. Oh. And then it all starts making sense.
Yeah, I never did the betting. That's just
Then how's it winning
retarded.
gobbledygook? You gotta continue. Like in my situation, and I was a dumbass in the end. But in my situation, it was a couple years ago, around December. I was into sports betting. I was doing really well. I had almost I had $700 ready to cash out. I was actually able to cash out. I actually reached the threshold to cash out. Instead of cashing out, you know what I did? Started betting on basketball. And basketball, as we learned later on this year, is a fucking racket. And now it makes... I lost a lot of money then. So I only cashed out like maybe 400. But we don't... That's fine. It sucks, though, because... And don't do the online casinos. Even with the fucking... the real dealer thing, it's still just cards, man. It's still just luck. It's all just luck. At least the sports betting, if you know the sport, you can kind of gauge it. Obviously not with basketball because they've kind of rigged that shit. But with football, you can kind of gauge it. You should be able to. I mean, if my dumbass was able to get $700 out of it, I mean, you guys should. All right. Anyway, I thought this was a pretty good stream. I don't know what's going to happen with the Thorpes. Tomorrow, I'm going to have to take care of the house stuff, mow the yard, take care of stuff, weed eat, all that stuff. And then maybe I stream with you guys, or maybe I hang out with my kids and play Smash Bros. And have a good night with them while their mom
have a good night.
Roaring around. All right. Anyway, with that said, you guys take it easy and have a good one.